Hey, good evening, guys. We are back, ready to wrap up Disco Elysium. I'm not sure exactly how much is left, but some shit did go down last night. Almost the entire Hardy Boy gang got blasted out of existence.
You always were a kidder, Steve.
Including Titus. He will be laughing in Xanarkin, perhaps by himself now. Once more rejoined with Sin. Hey, Gaming Zeta, thank you for the 4 years of love and support. That's 48 months. Unbelievable. Do you love me yet, Toki? What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Thank you very much, Zeta. I appreciate that. Let's see. So we got shot twice in the process. We did manage to save Kim. It looks like Kim could have died, but out of all the bad we did manage to take care of him, so that's solid. What's her name? What's her name? What's her name? I'm looking for a name. The name of the girl that met us at the beginning of the game, who is now my prime suspect, and her name is eluding me. It's on the tip of my tongue. Khaleesi. Khaleesi has taken a hike. She's run for the hills, but she left us with a present, which was a entry trajectory for the bullet. And we suspect that it's off on this island, so we're going to go check this island out. I assume either the game will end there or it'll end shortly after, but I could be wrong. Maybe we're 10% in. I do not have another game picked after this, so we're going to be grasping for straws based on how much time is left. Maybe we'll see some FTL or Battle Buddies. Maybe we'll see some Slay the Spire. Maybe we'll see an NES game. Or we'll get down and dirty with an NES game. Maybe we'll do a vote, and you guys can pick something completely random. I don't know, but we'll see when that comes to it, how much time is left. Without further ado, let's get started. Don't take me to prison with Swanky Toki. Well, you better not be pirating no Donkey Kong games, you hear me? You better fucking not. Hom 3. Dignan, you're such a lunatic. Imagine wanting Hom 3 in a 2-hour stream.
My man, you're alive. Almost. Kind of.
Alive
Sort
and
of
limping
alive.
with a punctured lung.
Man, what a day. I missed out on most of the action, but I heard it was quite the encounter.
I think when we
Had
do
a
play
strong
Hum,
sense
we're
of
going to have to set
finality,
aside, 3, 4, 5, 6 days for it.
So what's next?
Otherwise,
You
Az is
guys
going to
heading
have a
back to Jamrock
conniption.
now? Talk is local union muscle were behind it all. I'd reckon the case is closed, even if it kind of turned into a shit show.
It wasn't the local union muscle, by
Hey,
the
that's
way.
just what I heard.
Yeah, well,
Or
you
wives
heard
tell.
wrong.
Good
Get
luck
some
with
threads
that,
to
my
tie up.
Ain't easy being you.
Oh, you're not
But
angry
hey,
with me
you're still
anymore?
Fuck it. I'm a bad guy now. This
He's the
thing's more important than
bad
holding a grudge.
guy.
It's okay. You've been through enough.
I wonder if I tell him that the girl that he was interested in killed herself
We are what we are.
because of my actions directly. If
cop.
maybe he'll start to dislike me further. If we just push his buttons a little bit more, really get him worked up.
Shoot. Sorry, man.
Here we
Didn't
go.
mean it like that.
I
Ask
met the
away.
lady driver on my investigation. She's called Ruby.
Okay.
The lieutenant throws you a quick glance. What are you doing?
What are you doing? She shot herself.
What?
He cannot believe it.
Wow, these are some options right here. I could apologize and take responsibility like an adult. But would an adult be wearing an outfit like this? She was distraught. It just happened.
Just happened? Is she dead? Don't tell me she's...
Dead. Because of me?
Well, maybe a couple more morale boosts here. I'm gonna need
You've
it.
given him a panic attack. He's ill-equipped to deal with it.
Look, man, fuck off, okay? Fuck
Ah,
off and let
well,
me have
it
a
did
panic
it.
Attack. I don't need to know about this shit anymore. I can't talk to cops anymore.
He means it. This is the end of him talking to you.
Hot damn, I ruined
It's
another
well.
relationship.
The lieutenant is too tired to be cross with you. He just wants to
Oh,
go.
poor Kim. I think Kim, at the very least, respects that I am an unending sea of destruction. That everything that I come across will know the law, and it will be ripped into disarray. And that's how I like it. What's up, stranger? How's it going, dude? So, we need to get over to the boat. What about if we check the trap real fast? True. It's probably
All
too
the
late.
traps are stopped now. And still...
That's right. I had to return to him, and I couldn't because after the shootout, he pissed off somewhere else. Team Palpatine, I thought we might see you after you abandoned us for crab game. Awkwardly. Back to some disco fun. I think we're getting close to wrapping things up, which means we can start our Fire Emblem Three Houses playthrough after this. Where I tend to side with Dimitri or whatever his name is and become romantically involved with him. Yo, where's the lady at? Is she on the other side, maybe?
Officer, what happened? You're wounded.
She sounds almost disappointed with you, reprimanding you for falling and hurting your knee.
You seem angry. Why?
Look at you.
Nah, no Fire Emblem
walk.
strangers. Try to press some more buttons on Team Palpatine. I got shot in the foot. It was pretty badass. You would have liked it.
Is this from the shooting in town? We heard gunshots. Not that we don't hear gunshots all the time, but they were closer than usual.
There was an exchange of fire on Rue de Saint-Guylaine.
I also
It's
got
nothing
shot
to
in the
be worried
chest.
about.
That's nothing to brag about, officer.
Oh, sure it is. How many people get shot in the chest and live? It's a very small percent. 0.1%? 1%? I don't know.
It's not serious.
Not many people,
You'll
though.
be okay.
Kim, stop trying to steal my thunder.
You feel the ligament
Trying to
move
impress
on
my
your left
girlfriend.
shoulder, and a small, warm drip of blood. It's nothing.
You should see the other guys. They're all dead.
So you're a killer. That's good, I guess.
Ooh.
I guess. Better than being dead.
Well, I'm not a killer. I'm a cop.
Hi. I guess you are.
Hello. Hello again,
understand. That's how it
Mangzors. How many
goes.
glasses of wine are we in? Oh, dear. That many. $231. Thank you very much, Mangzors. Take it. It's all I have. You've taken everything else from me. Thank you very much. I will. With arms wide open.
Of course. Can I help you with something?
We need to get to that island.
That won't be a problem. It's wind still and the tar just dried. We've got 2 days of relative sunshine ahead.
All right, what's on that island? She didn't read this for some reason. Nothing, just runes. Used to be
Well,
some
you always were a kidder, Steve.
Juso looking to get a hype train started. A hype train is right on the horizon, ladies and gentlemen. Juso, thank you very much for the 26 years of love and support. I appreciate that. Also, welcome to you. Used to be some kind of fortification there before the war for the commands. An anti-aircraft gun, I think. Bombed to bits in the landing. I haven't been there myself. Always
Hasn't
stayed clear of
been
it.
there herself. Who has then?
Who has been?
My husband used to drink there.
That
And
was a
his drinking
spot.
buddies. Always seemed like a bad place to drink to me. People died there during the landing, you know. My mother told me. The kids sometimes go there too. I know
Damn
they do.
kids.
On rafts. I tell them not to, but they bring back old bullet casings and such. The twins.
Seems like a cool place to grow up, though.
God forbid they bring
I
a
mean,
girl
other
along
than
on some
the
rickety
chaos.
barge.
It'd be neat to have I don't know. I've never lived near a body of water. Hopping on a little makeshift raft, swimming out to an island, collecting war memorabilia.
Can we maybe ask your
It's like
twins
finding
about the
treasure.
place before we go? Would that be alright?
Be my guest. They have a strange way of talking. See if you can get anything useful out of them. I seldom do.
Can we borrow your
If you
boat?
promise to bring it back.
That I
And no
can.
scraping the hull. I just got it nice and yellow. And no drinking on the boat. And
No
joyriding
to be, just a
either.
happy coincidence. Whatever I think of with arms wide open, I think of Creed. And maybe Creed was a reference to a Star Trek meme. Hey, welcome full blown.
Of course, man. It's only for a day
Oh,
or
come on,
two.
the boat will come back at least
Official
once.
business.
What's up, Nuke?
Hi.
What if I want to rock?
See, that makes me not want to lend you my skiff. On a boat, rocking leads to capsizing. That there is an absolutely 100% rock-free skiff. You got that?
Okay, all right,
Please be
fine.
conservative with the fuel, will you?
With arms wide open, take me to that place. So she'll take me on her boat. Her twins are like 6 years old or 10 years old. I don't know how they're going to be taking me to the island.
The scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone while the other watches him.
It's low-key
do
a
it.
banger. It kind of is. I just dislike the band as a whole, so I can't tell people usually that I like it. I have to pretend like I ironically like it.
That's, nothing. It's just a seafort and some plants. You can
Seafort.
take a raft there. It's great. light. And we make a fire. We make a fire. Mm-hmm. Gather the sticks for the fire.
Not an agreement.
The lights. The fire guy comes and
Wait,
asks
somebody
us.
lives on the island?
No. Yes.
Yes.
Let's go with yes.
Why is he the fire guy? Because he spits fire.
Because he asks to put the fire out.
Why does he ask you to put out fire?
I don't know. He doesn't like it. He doesn't like people to be there.
Really, no names of bands
He
for most pop
shouldn't
songs?
go.
It's like, I like that one and that one. Yeah, well, and that's a lot how I am, too. It's funny, because now I'll start to learn them, because I actually have to look them up on YouTube to see them. But a lot of the stuff from the 90s and early 2000s that I heard on the radio when I was growing up, I didn't have a clue who
Yes.
sung it. Or like you hear it in a movie and you're like, oh, it's that song. It's the movie from, or the song from that movie, but you don't actually know who
A
sings it.
suspicious request made out of fear.
Huh. Is there anything else you can tell me about this guy? Age? Does he lives there?
No, he doesn't live there. No, he lives there. Been there twice, 2 times. He doesn't live there. He isn't there sometimes.
Does this kid just lie about everything? Is maybe that the thing with him?
Anything else?
I don't know. We ran. He just yelled we shouldn't be there.
Your father used to go to the island too, didn't he?
Our father killed himself. Don't say that, he didn't.
Your father did not kill
I
himself.
don't know. Doesn't even have anything to do with it. There's
Okay, alright.
Lights. Fire guy. We should check up on that.
Yeah, well, I'm planning on checking up on the island, Kim. I need to take the boat to get to the island first, Kim. I thought maybe we'd talk to everybody first, Kim. Why are you rushing me, huh? What's your hurry? I can take care of myself.
With a
I've been
small
shot several
steering
times.
engine
I've crashed
in the
my
back
car.
Floats on the calm mirror of the sea. It's
Hey, what's up,
2
Gillum?
seats up. Once you get in, that's it. One pull of the starter handle, and you're off into the bay. A strange trepidation comes over you. Are you sure you want to go? Have you made all the
Yeah, I do.
necessary preparations?
Closed all your accounts? Yeah.
Remember what the
Yep.
nitpicker said. It's a small tank.
You take the
You won't
engine,
be
Kim.
going
I'll
back and
hold the
forth on
boombox.
What?
What? How else do we blast Sad FM on our way to the island?
Fine. Let's blast Sad FM then.
Oh, yeah. Standing real heroically. He's resigned. Good. Now that he's finally done getting in my way, Psycho, maybe we can solve this murder. What is actually Sad FM? Love the Captain Morgan stance. I mean, it's boastful. It seems likely that we'd fall over. Hey, what's up, Ghost? Kim, watch out for those rocks. Iceberg, straight ahead. So had I not had the boombox, I wonder if it would not have had this option. Hey, what's up, 42 Genius? I'd call it a banger, perhaps a toe tapper, a head bobber. I really want to see him get dunked into the water. I don't know why.
By Azura, by Azura,
Yo, thank you
by
for the follow,
Azura.
man. I appreciate
It's
that.
The grand champion.
They're trying to build mood here, and I'm wrecking it. It's the one thing I'm good at is wrecking the mood. Yo, this game needs a fishing mini game. Any game with water, we need some fish. And maybe some sea shanties. Silent Hill 2 had sea shanties. I love how slow it's going, too. It would have taken me like 5 seconds to walk this far. Damn water. I mean, I think that would be great, Ghostry. We could even add in a complimentary record screech. How much is the fish? Scooter did an interview once where he was asked how much the fish was, and he said that the song was based on a fish that they bought for their studio, and it cost about $3.50 US. I really enjoy design that keeps track and makes room for choices you made. Makes the game feel semi-unique for each. It does. And I'd say above all else, it makes it feel immersive. I mean, not everything in the real world has consequence later in your life. But it's a really nice nod when you're playing along and the game does actually recognize things that you didn't have to do. If they, one of the biggest problems with dialogue-driven games is when you do something massive and then people just completely ignore it. Inferno. I'm sure it's an easy thing to fuck up, too.
The lieutenant turns the engine off.
I mean, when you're making a game, maybe there are some companies out there that don't have this problem, but I assume every company's probably the same. You come down to the crunch. There's things that you just have to say, man, I wish we had more time for X, but you didn't. Different stats. Yeah, I'm probably going to do an offline playthrough at some point, and I think I want to go hand-eye. I mean, I could go, like, traditional, like, drunk detective, intelligent hand-eye coordination, good with a gun.
There is very little wind.
Will I be able to punch that fucking huge dude on the wall of the throat and then 360 kick his ass on the ground? Maybe not. But I would love to go full gunslinger at the end confrontation. Problem with the creative process, it's never really over. Right. Yeah, I view a process like that as like an exponential curve too, where as you get deeper into it, there's less good that gets put in, but it takes more time.
Well, you always were a kidder,
Red Wolf,
Steve.
thank you for the 69. Okay, I almost read it as 69 months. Thank you for the 20 months at T2. I appreciate that, dude, very much. Living the good life, Red Wolf. Living the good life. Hope you've been well, my dude.
The chain trails off into the ocean, connecting the island to the supply depot on the
I'm not even sure if I did a political quest, if I'm being honest. I mean, we've done most of my quests. What I have, I can't really finish. Like this guy, I would love to finish. This is what we're doing right now. Send victim's body to processing. Unfortunately, I was... Look, it's not my fault. It's not my fault that it took me 4 days to get the body away. I was trying to save my Kim time. And unfortunately, when I was literally going to do it at the end of the 4th day, that's right when the boys showed up. So that was unfortunate. And find the armor. But I think probably I just didn't take a political stance maybe when they came to me in my mind. Or maybe it's something else and I just missed it. But again, that's what second playthroughs are for. This leads to the depot and ends landing.
Ah, yes. So it seems.
What do you think it was used for?
For bringing munitions to the island, maybe? And supplies?
Love the moment when you
also lock the
scapegoated
bay
Gart
when
and
you raise the
slow-mo
chain.
crashed into the wheelchair lady flipping. Oh my god, those are two great Gart scenes.
From enemies of the commune of Revachol. This sea fort was a revolutionary fortification, I believe.
Rocks. I felt really bad that I arrested Scooter too, but I left that up to you guys, and you guys hate hardcore music, so here we are. On average, anyway. The average Toki viewer does not like Scooter, which breaks my heart. My golden moment was definitely overpowering that big dude. Like, there's something very, very enjoyable to me about street justice, okay? Street justice is a phrase that's popped through my head for over a decade now, and whenever I get a chance to do it in a game, it just makes me love it so much. And that dude was talking mad shit about how good... I don't know, was he supposed to be communism? I don't know what he was supposed to be, but whatever he was supposed to be, how good it was, and how I was weak and outdated and soft, and I was a ham sandwich, and then I just fucking drop his ass. 45 years old, I don't give a shit. You're a physical specimen, so am I. Let's take it in the cage. Oh, is that just the rate? Well, okay, so it wasn't really a political association. He was just a racist? I figured it was based on something. Or was he, that was like white supremacy or something like that. Or he was like, we're the superior. And that's why he was supposed to be like purebred or something like that. I don't know. He did make some comments like that, so that would make sense. I assumed it was supposed to be, yeah, okay, all right, maybe so. Yeah, he called me a ham sandwich. Well, ham sandwich learned to fight back. Or I did put him on his ass. So again, street justice. Got the guys, sandwich first game, maybe not straight away. I fed it to Kim. Oh, wait, we're talking about two things here, actually. I actually just got this at the end of the game. He gave me his ham sandwich right here, which I can inspect.
The ham sandwich looks fresh and
I just got this at the end of last stream. There's another guy that calls you ham sandwich that's like the big fucking burly dude on the wall.
A treat of this magnitude should not be enjoyed alone.
I cannot be bought. Throw the ham sandwich on the ground.
The sandwich falls to the floor with a loud splat. Tomatoes and lettuce flying everywhere.
Oh no. Oh no, it might be too late, genius.
Great. Wonderful. Good job. I mean, why wouldn't you throw it? Wait, turns out I don't actually care. Leave it and let's go.
Ouch. I did not like that. So worth it. Can you feel how liberating that
It healed
was?
us.
Decompression completed.
Decompression completed because sandwich deleted. I think we looked at most of these things. You know what, Kim? If you want it so bad, why don't you get it yourself, all right? I don't want any part of this sandwich escapade. Careful, these stairs have collapsed. Holy fuck, I'm still hungover. Yeah, it sounds like me that one night, Feta. Believe it or not, it is possible to drink so bad you fuck yourself up for all the next day. I plan on that being me next Saturday, by the way. Now that you're more sentient, for anybody that didn't hear, Feta, Moogmaster, and Ogie and I will be going into Philly as our first meetup. I mean, if I don't come back, you guys know who to send the cops after.
With makeshift electrical wiring.
I assume I will not end up in a briefcase floating down the river chopped up into tiny pieces. You did make the stream for a couple minutes. But I plan on getting hammered, and I will not be on stream because I'm going to be super drunk afterwards.
The lieutenant puts his hand.
I figured you guys would be
barrel,
understanding, though.
Checking for
You know, it's an occasion and all that. Meeting up with viewers? What a crazy thought.
It's cold now, but someone has been maintaining it. The wiring has been repaired.
The streak continues. There it is. Yeah, how'd the wedding go? Anything exciting? I mean, obviously, getting married is exciting, but anybody pop out of any cakes or throw food at each other or get stabbed or anything?
The lieutenant assists you, holding the canister up to the fuel tank as you tilt. Dark brown, viscous fluid pours out, and the room fills with a chemical smell. There's a red starter switch on the side of the cylinder and a start rope on the other side. The lieutenant flicks the switch.
Did you buy and play the game with Kim? I sure did. Yep,
The
I sure
recoil
did.
start
He beat my
wakes
ass.
The old generator up. The machine sputters.
Good call
like
keeping
an
that
old
fuel can all this
walrus
time.
before
You know it was on
settling
my
down to
mind,
a
Psycho. I totally remembered I had it. A lot of people threw up at the after party, but otherwise a very fun occasion. Hey, whatever happens at the after party is not a smudge on the wedding. The after party is a separate occasion. Glad it went smooth. Obviously, well, maybe not obviously, but obvious to me, I've never been married. I don't know what setting one of those up like, but I've been involved slightly in a few marriages, and they seem stressful. They seem very stressful, but they all work out in the end.
Downstairs, somewhere?
The tank is far from full, but there should be enough inside to keep it going.
I think Fed has been on his honeymoon for like the last 5 years.
There's a greasy old spring mattress in the corner.
Oh, can you beat him?
On piles of
I
soft-covered
copied
books.
his move, and then
White
what?
linen and a pillow are visible under a
I copied his
worn-out
move, and then I
mattress.
invested in workers, and they told me workers were worthless. That's right, we're going to Greece next year, you and me.
Someone has been squatting here.
Go back to your
The linen
homeland.
is fresh, recently washed.
Ancestral.
You force the rest of the sentence out through pain, thick as molasses, no longer able to hear yourself speak.
Ah, yes, Talira, how's your waiting queue simulator?
You know, officer, you can rest here if you are feeling tired. I will keep watch. You could use some rest for what's
Catch
ahead.
like an hour.
You face the concrete wall.
Let's
This
crash out.
light there, in the dark corner.
2,900,
Like
it
a
keeps
dog, you
crashing.
lie there.
Damn, dude.
You didn't realize how tired you were. Your body is still nowhere near healed.
Curl up with your knees close to
The
your
blanket
chest.
feels
Fetal
cold.
position, baby.
The entire room does.
What if he just dies
Concrete
here?
and cold. Minutes pass. Half an hour maybe. The sounds of the sea beyond grow distant. Your eyelids close.
Oh,
Until
that sounds nice.
you feel yourself standing up in the darkness, right next to the mattress. Slowly, the world begins to hatch from the blackness. It's evening. Sleep.
Sweet, sweet sleep. Oh, well, I yearn for you. What's up, WAF? What's going on here? Kim's not around anymore. Did I re-equip my twin katanas? Yes, one of my katanas is a gun. Yearn for that as well. Hey, a couple early days, and I think tomorrow's going to be an early day as well. The door's still here, closed. It feels strange somehow. You can't get in. God, I don't know how to get out of here. We're trapped. Trapped for fucking ever. Oh, now we can go down. Nope. Shit! All the highlighters are gone. I'm trapped in the building. It's dark. I should probably have my flashlight out. Cowboy Samurai? I got fucking iced last night. Unfortunately, Cowboy Samurai is not the most fantastic of foes. That's as far as it wants to let me zoom. I'll click down here and see what happens. It's pathing me around. There we go. Okay, I see it now. There's combat? Sorta. I mean, they're all dice rolls. So, I do not have hand-eye coordination, and I stood in between two gangs about ready to fight. And I yelled, "I am the law," and one thing led to another, and they asked for somebody to be thrown under the bus, and I blamed the hotel keeper, Gart. At which Gart told me to fuck myself. I took 2 shots. Well, actually, the gardener got blasted and died, like, right away. I took 2 shots and shot the guy right in his power armor, and then I took a couple bullets on myself. Kim... I don't know if it's probably a roll. Well, it's probably not a roll for Kim. It's probably scripted, but Kim shoots this other dude right in the head. And then I save Kim's life by using my authority roll to tell him to turn the heck around. What happens when you have 10 authority? You're very commanding. But yeah, the entire Hardy Boys gang got wiped out except for like two no-names. Unfortunately, not only is their leader Titus back in Final Fantasy X spending his time in Xanarkin, but Rat Boy is too. I was really hoping I could hire Rat Boy. I'd love to pay somebody to hang around me and laugh like he does at all my jokes. Many of you guys know that's like a lifelong goal of mine, to have my own rat pack. Good one, Toki. Like that. Just like that. No, not cat pack. I need a rat pack. Okay, I'm getting the flashlight out. I can't even take my flashlight out. All my shit's gone. You have to walk in the water? I can't. I'm allergic. If it gets over my boots, I'm gonna melt. Man, I'm gonna find where that chain was at again. Down here? I mean, I was sort of walking on water. Did you see that shit? Dude, I don't know where the fuck I was. The thing was lit up before. Yeah, I'm looking for the chain. I can't see it. There it is. Row, row, row your boat. Oh my god, I'm crossing the sea.
Dolores Day, the innocence of humanism.
It's a dream.
Internationalism and the welfare state.
Oh yeah, I remember the video place. We had a call about that.
She has an airship airbag in her hand. She seems to be in a hurry.
What if this whole thing was like it was a plane crashed and I wasn't actually a detective? And we wake up, it's the year 1997. I was just on my way back from the GameStop to get my PS1. And I got into a car crash or a plane crash. I don't know if you need a plane to go to a GameStop.
Take this. Not this time.
Oh, this must be my wife. Okay, we're gonna deal with my wife issues. What's in the bag?
Just my scepter, my globe cruciger, a spare silk gown, a toothbrush, travel
Always wear a
documents,
toothbrush.
the crown of immortality.
Crown of immortality. Aren't you already wearing one?
Oh, this. This is just a wreath.
Yeah,
The
okay.
crown of immortality is made of rarefied light, mana and raw palladium. It was part.
She looks at the suitcase, not knowing.
It was passed on to me by the ruler of late antiquity.
Over her shoulder.
There's no weird high school infatuation with Russia and communism. Could be. Yeah, you could be that kid in the back of the class that
Her
just was a little bit
nuptial
too
gown
into it.
Flows in the wind, wraps around.
It's like
her whole
Palpatine
body.
asked a lot of questions during history class. Started to weird out even the teacher.
Anyway,
Hey!
hey,
Hey! That's all I get? Smile.
I mean, hey to you too?
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have bothered you.
Yes. Or, I mean, no.
Your
Yes, I
skin
am
is
in a
holy
hurry.
and soft.
No, Harry. It's just regular skin. I'm not as beautiful as you always thought I was. Let's not get into.
You are. None of the others are as beautiful as you.
She does not answer. There's that expression again. Silence. A distant wind blows.
Can you stay for a
You
moment?
can't think of anything pretty to say.
We need to talk. We need to have more massive epic showdown. One
No,
more.
Harry. No. I don't want a massive epic showdown. I want to go to the aerodrome. I have tickets for the 10:20 flight to Morova. Really, we don't have anything to talk about anymore. Every combination of words has been played out. The atoms don't form us anymore. Us. Our love. Our unborn daughters.
Yeah, so she gave
It's all
up.
gone. I have to go to the aerodrome. I have to leave Revachol and you. And you have to be alone. In hell. Forever. That's just the way it is.
Wow, what a bitch.
Oh God, whatever you do, don't try to kiss her yet. Not after that. You're still reeling. You'll fall over if you try now.
Bitch, please. 58%. I know you still love me. Mm-hmm. And I will always love you.
With your feet trembling from the steps you took, tepid and fearful, you stand against her, her body close to you, radiating warmth. With your eyes closed, you move your lips on her mouth.
Hot.
She is not kissing you back.
Less hot. Cold wait. Move your mouth?
Nothing, just pillows against you. Unresponsive, but...
Oh
for the
no,
taste
we're in our
of
bed
a
right now,
buzz.
making out with the bed.
Her hand does not return the grip. Her body is rigid. A current of unease courses through it. Distrust.
Either that or this is gonna get even
for
weirder
you.
in a second.
The curve of her spine, her shoulders hunched. She keeps herself stiff, her center guarded from your motions, unresponsive to your guidance.
I feel her
Her
breath.
chest rising like a pillow.
Again, like a
warm
pillow.
exhalations against the side of your mouth. Her tender soul moving through her lungs. Hidden, distant, kept safe from you.
But I succeeded.
This was not about failure or success. This was always going to be horror. I should not
Okay.
have suggested it, and you should not have listened to me.
Hey, shut up, suggestion.
The moment is ending. She is going to move her face away from yours.
Awkward. Let's really
Try
let it sink
hard
in.
Not to look at you. When she withdrew and you held onto her hand, she tried not to look at your face.
Bad
and
end?
see
I wonder
the
if there's a way that you
expression
could make it
there.
work.
Brother, you should put me in front of a firing squad. I have no word for how I failed you.
That's it then.
No, Harry. Not yet. There is one more thing you have to see.
God, she's not going to make me watch the Charlie Brown Christmas special again.
I'm pregnant.
I don't think this is the appropriate time to tell her she should have swallowed. Shit.
You know what this means.
It's not mine.
Of course not. I terminated yours. Don't you remember? You poor fuck.
Yikes!
Poverty-stricken fuck.
Yikes!
Now, go ahead. Ask me more questions. Let's talk about something else.
No, this has to end. Do the last one. More questions. Ask more.
Yeah, I listen to Pain Threshold here.
No, don't say it. Don't beg. It will only make her go.
I don't know, but that's the option,
Yes, somewhere hidden among the options popping up in
though.
your
What
nervous
happens
system.
now?
Nothing. I have to go. I'm
Is
gonna
this
go
Jerry
now.
Springer? I don't know. If we see the DNA test come out, it might be.
I was wrong. You don't have power over her anymore. You shouldn't have said that. I am wrong about everything. You should go on without me.
Nah, let's nod like the martyr. I mean, this is... There ain't nothing here, okay? All you're gonna do is make a jackass out of yourself at this point. At this point, you take the kerosene, you pour it on the bridge, and you flick the match on there, all right?
No, you don't. You're just being a martyr. And I'm really going now. The time is up. I must be on the 10:20 flight. I won't see you, but you will see me.
How can that be?
Oh, Harry. This is a dream. Can't you see? I'm already in Morova by now. Who knows how long ago this happened? A year? 2? 5 years ago?
How will I see you again then?
Right here, tomorrow night. Once this dream starts
that's why
happening,
that's
it
why we
keeps
black
happening.
out when we
3
sleep.
times a week, at least. And Harry, it really,
We don't
really
want a
looks
dream.
like it started happening again. There's the video rental.
That's interesting, because we caught on the phone they mentioned the video rental too. We called like some random place. I wonder if that was subconscious or if it was just really a nod.
I'm suffocatingly beautiful and young. And I smell of tutti frutti chewing gum. Like I did that time when I asked you for forgiveness.
Tutti
After
Frutti?
leaving
I
you
haven't heard
the
anyone say
first
Tutti
time.
Frutti in like 20 years.
So long ago.
I like this.
Oh yes, this is real darkness. It's not death or war or child molestation. Real darkness has love for a face. The first death is in the heart, Harry. See you tomorrow.
Alright, see ya. The sun'll come out tomorrow. And if it don't, we're getting the bottle. Going back deep. Alright, that was pretty fucked. But we kind of assumed as much. We talked about his wife before a little bit, I think. Or assumptions were made that he was
That
left.
was quick. How was your sleep?
No one threw a chair. I think we're good. Yeah. That's the telltale sign when someone flips a chair. That's how you start a Denny's fight every time. What's up, Buzz? Let's solve the fucking case.
Are you sure you're okay? You thrashed around and you bolted up, halfway covered in blood from your wounds.
Swallow the blood and conclude. Let's comb the entire island, centimeter by centimeter.
He's still worried. You must have really thrashed and squealed in your sleep.
Do we have any points? I feel like I'm getting a lot of XP not to have a point. There are like 5 pittances, I say. What did I miss? Oh, a whole bunch. The entire Hardy gang is dead. Well, the ones that matter. Titus and Ratface and the rest of them.
Lie scattered
The
on
gardener's
floor
dead.
and on a makeshift cupboard. They are not particularly well organized. Most are soft covers. Serialized
Jesus House
fantastique
Shootout.
and
Old
detective
Western style.
stories from the 20s and 30s.
Ooh, Animal
This
Adventure.
disparate digest includes the classic.
I got
Animal
shot
Adventures.
twice. I couldn't kill anybody because I don't have any hand-eye coordination, but I do have pain threshold and authority.
Among what
And
is
that's what kept
mostly
old Kimmy
commercial
alive.
Fiction and serialized stories. You find a magazine cathodique for electrical engineering. Then it's back to pulp. Light erotica, an international thriller about circuit benders.
Someone's made themselves a home.
Enraged by Commies gives me a +2. Oh.
Not that you can tell.
Oh my god.
This is
Oh
a
my god.
digest of
Okay.
someone
I just
who's
remembered
dead
from
or
last night.
Most of it is for
Talking about the
entertainment
sandwich.
purposes.
Genius, you
Fitting
mentioned the
right next
sandwich.
to the radio
I won a
on the
3% roll to get that sandwich. I failed I think it was a 20 and a 12% roll on the shot, so I didn't hit the guy. And then I won a 3% roll, and that's how I took over the fucking poor guy's sandwich and just threw it on the ground. 3 fucking percent. Those are XCOM numbers.
You do feel there's something you're not getting here, though. Oh well.
And yes, it was clipped. I forget who did it. It might have been Ghost.
The greasy old.
Yes, anytime.
You don't.
Yeah, we don't gotta sleep, all right? To hell with that. I've already slept enough. I can't save people's lives, but you know what? When it comes to stealing sandwiches, I'm the king. Lost a 64 also 4 times in a row. Oh god, don't remind me about that. Tough times. Poor Toki, always getting bullied by video games. And that, you know what? Make no mistake, that's what it is. It's a straight bullying.
Green paint flicks off the monoblock aluminium cabinet. There are rows of switches on the front panel, a frequency band, and even a keyboard. The keys rattle like teeth. This keyboard hasn't been functional in decades.
Bullied by RNG, it's all I know.
The console of an
My entire life.
anti-competition device.
Is the end game right
generator
after the
upstairs,
trial?
with wires coming out.
We'll say
You
yes.
terminate here.
If you can call it a trial, a bunch of drunk dudes tried shooting me. Some of them succeeded. I lived. Could this open the blast
I think,
door?
Yes. Let's
Hey, cool.
see. That one. The emergency open.
Light
The
interior.
lighting in the room
Nice.
turns off. The blast door opens.
Tribunal,
with
we can go
fast
with that.
clicks. A shaft of light appears, then widens as the light shines in.
What they were called. I've always liked the word tribunal. League of Legends used to have a tribunal. I played when the game first came out, and the way they handled all of the reports is you'd report them, and then on the website, your peers would judge you. And they would say whether you thought you were guilty or not. They'd have access to the chat logs and everything from a game. I used to love that shit. Street justice of the highest order. More games should do that.
A sudden wave of anxiety.
Did it work?
makes
Probably
your
not.
skin
Did it make you
crawl.
feel good? Oh, yeah.
After you.
Yeah, so Ruby, I walked up to, she used her sound powers on me, and I overcame them with the power of my pain threshold, knocked her machine down, and she was like, holy shit, Robocop's coming for me. She turned her shotgun on herself and, well, scattered her brains across the back of the wall. That was intense. I'm assuming had I just sat there and bared the pain, we would have had a civil conversation. I would have got some useful facts. I know we don't have to be out here, but I just wanted to go. Just wanted to see if there was anything. And maybe we'll come out later, too, but here we are. I'll be back for the blast door in a bit. So, I mean, her dying and, I guess I've got 3 regrets. I was going to say her dying and me not talking to the FBI guy were my biggest regrets.
Looking at the water.
Not being a gunslinger is probably my biggest big one, though.
Into the sea with a bottle in your hand.
A bottle in my hand. But it's cold.
Yes, cold and still. But love is warm, like the
Oh,
inside
yeah.
of my mouth. Oh, fuck, yes. Go there in your head. It's been days since you thought about her.
It's only been minutes. I just had a dream. Did you ever arrest her? No, I didn't have the check for that. I have 1 intelligence.
Not
I think
this
that was
time.
some sort of an int check.
This thought is over. In the still mirror of the bay, you see Martinez reflected.
I deciphered that she
Tall
was lying
edifices
about
of
something.
ruins Reach into the water, like shimmering towers.
The woman on the balcony, you said she's
the
dead?
shacks
No,
too.
Ruby's dead. The woman on the
trees and
balcony ran
motors,
away.
Upside down.
The gardener and the Hardy Boys are dead. There's 2 Hardy Boys that
Pilots
live
and
because
hosts.
they're minor side characters. I don't think they were out. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they just didn't get shot, but I don't think I saw them outside. All right. Let's slow down with the you killed Ruby stuff. Me directly? No, I did not shoot her. She shot herself, and that was her decision. However, in this playthrough, perhaps you mean Ruby died, right? I take no responsibility for what she did there. But I did go through her journal afterwards, and I wrote her Sonic the Hedgehog fanfics. The light erotica. It's very creepy.
There's a rain-soaked mattress on a concrete slab, only half covered by the crumbling roof. At the head of
Assume you didn't reload?
double
No, I didn't. I
embrasures,
really wanted to, but I didn't
firing
reload the
slits,
fight.
Like 2
I have really
eyes
high
in the
authority,
wall.
so I just screamed at Kim and he listened.
This looks like a good place to aim from.
With illustration? Yeah, badly colored in crayon illustration.
A single-person mattress, modern, civilian use. Brand name, Marjorie. There's a fuel stain
Marjorie.
on the cover, along with cigarette burns, and an empty can of beans on the ground next to it, filled to the brim with cigarette butts.
Pick one of them out of the
The
can.
silhouette of a tobacco picker adorns the paper filter.
Give me shots,
The brand,
but lives. I don't
Dion
think King can actually die in that fight. Okay. I was a little worried that he could. I saw the same brand of cigarette extinguished in Land's End. How about someone else has been smoking Tio Martini
The
cigarettes?
smoker is a clean person. I didn't see any signs of smoking inside.
Well, you always were a kidder, Steve.
Prefers to come out here to smoke.
Hey, our number 1 simp, Moogmaster. Thank you for the 42 years of big simp and spended G's. The option, someone else joining you for the last part of the game. That'd be such a bummer.
There's a fire
Imagine not
slit
playing
in the
with
wall
Kim.
in front of you, like a little window. Quite old and grimy from years without cleaning by anything other than the rain.
Look through the hole in the concrete.
The springs screech as you lean on the mattress and crane your neck to look out. Trepidation.
Tell me it's
Tingling
Gart. Does
feeling
Gart
in your
join me?
stomach. A small piece of Martinez coastline opens up in the square in front of you, like a tiny landscape painting. 1 kilometer across the water. The ruins look familiar.
Yeah, I think it'd be too big to really diagram out Nuke. Someone might have made one somewhere, but you can probably walk down them on the wiki.
A towering skyscraper, its top floors shaved off by artillery fire. Capeside apartments.
Search your feelings. Imagine
Ruby
the worst
Soldiers
possible
Lane,
person to join you.
33A
Everett,
and 33B.
search your feelings. You know it to be true. I mean, if it was Gart, that would be great. He seems like the worst possible person. Who
Well,
else?
you always were a kidder,
Yo,
Steve.
Devoid, thank you very much for the 17 years. Really appreciate that. Hype Train once again getting close. It's not Kuno. Oh my god, is it Kuno? Tell me it's fucking Kuno. Tell me Kuno comes with you on the rest of this journey. Holy shit. Kuno's dead. Boo! No, I want fucking Kuno. That'd be amazing. That's like the biggest goddamn meme.
Collapsed back of the 4-story tenement in front of the Whirling in Rags, Rue de Saint-Ghislain.
Well, Kuno did seem to have an admiration for us. Detective Kuno, fuck me. Let's reload. We're going through the game again. Like, seeing his dialogue on these would be so great. And you know what? It would feel... Okay, the joke aside, too, it would feel kind of nice because you're getting him on a positive path in life.
The box-shaped silhouette of the Whirling in Rags. Its sloped roof, a tiny fleck of light catches your eye on the rooftop. Sunlight reflecting off the upstairs window of Clausia's room.
There it is.
Do you have a line of sight to the window?
Well, yeah, he respects me. I punched him in the face. Yeah, there's an opening between 33A and 10. I can see the roof.
I can see it. Through the scope of a rifle. The shooter would be prone, lying on the mattress, barrel resting on the embrasure.
Kim, are you getting excited again?
I think we have it. The origin of the shot. This is the sniper's nest.
He pats you on the back. 3 small pats in a row. Booyah, master cop work.
It's only moderately effective cop work until we have the weapon. It will not be, how do you say it? Booyah? Until we have that.
All right, Kim. You can be a little reserved.
Where?
Could he be here? Right here. Points at the mat. No, on the island.
He does not answer. Just nods. With his back hunched, he looks around once more and says he feels uncomfortable suddenly.
We should move now.
Yeah, because he could be here stalking us. And you guys have seen how I shoot. Yo, $14 fuel canister. I like that. Yeah, it's actually a real shame because I didn't expect that fight to come up, and we literally had the last 2 quests to work through. And I would have been in such a better place for handling that confrontation. Maybe. I feel like I would have been in a better place. What's up, Chester? And Mike, welcome to you. Do you like you can be the dumbest motherfucker? That's what's fun, and I think that's what these games need. Dialogue in these games need to appeal to serious, interesting, and funny aspects. Keep it contrasted. Hey, what's up, Ivy? I'm just now learning that if I had let Kim die, well, get shot last night, that we could be doing this with Kuno, and I couldn't possibly be any more disappointed that Kim lived. Did we do it? Did Mangzor save the hype train? Pappy, where are you? He's out there somewhere intoxicated. Hey, Mangzors, thank you very much for gifting that sub on over to Genius. I appreciate that. And Genius, welcome aboard. Enjoy those emotes for fuck Kuno. Okay, then. All right, sweet. We are almost to level 1. I think Palpatine wanted to donate a bunch of money so we get an honor emote. That's what he told me. I hate that guy. Well, Kuno's supposed to be unlikable. He's had a rough childhood. Things have been tough for him. Oh, yeah, we got a level, too. I mean, we are 12 physical instrument. It all goes down from here. I can't imagine there's that much left. I say we go... Fucking hell. I do have a slot for these things, but what if it's not what I want? I'm going to have... If it's an authority check, I'm going to knock it out of the park. Let's go Half-Life. Whatever. I like Half-Life. To face off with his mighty dad. I found his drunken dad asleep in his room. Yes, I did. If you're curious about the playthrough too, there should be an add-on on the screen that somehow lets you look through the quest log. I mean, I can bring it up too. I don't know if it shows all the done stuff, but we have done a fair number of things in this playthrough. I think this is day 7. Yeah, don't mind the fucking thing spazzing out on me. But yeah, we got a good number of quests done. I don't know why it wants to jump back up. There's a way to do it? Okay, cool. No, it's a neat add-on. Like, it's not like some of the other Twitch integration, which is so game-changing. Oh boy, here we go, we should save. So game-changing, like with RimWorld, or K-Bob linked me a cool one I want to try sometime. Maybe we could try this one that he actually bought me tonight. When we do finish up. We'll see about that. That's a possibility. I won't say much about it, but it's got some neat integration to it. This one is really handy. I think a lot of RPGs like this would be nice for people that are into the games and just want information.
An old man wearing tracksuit trousers leans on the frame stock of his rifle. He gathers a big ball of spit in his mouth.
Oh, fantastic. I'm on my way to Poop Sock City. We met our first international Poop Sock this
Then
week, as a matter of
spits it
fact.
out into the extinguished fire before
Baldur's
him.
Gate 3 is some Twitch
He
integration.
raises his black eyes,
Don't people hate
hooded
Baldur's
by
Gate 3
creased
already, or was that
eyelids
something
to meet
else? Oh no, that
yours.
was them ruining the Dark Alliance. Wait, is that whoa, which one am I thinking about? They just pushed something else back out that everybody hated. They remade it or some shit.
Unclouded by cataracts.
I mean,
His
Lyra, you're
eyesight
already
is
at
sharp.
Poop Sock City, dude.
He's practically
No,
tearing
not
up from
GTA.
spite. Hatred got the best of him a long time ago. This man hates
Was it Return to Arms,
everything.
was it? I really I know. Everybody hates it. That's like everything. Recent PS2 RPG re-release. Let me type that in and see what we got. Was it Dark Alliance just being Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance being re-released, maybe? Yeah, I don't know. God damn it. Moog was just asking me to play it with him. Are you the fire guy?
You what now? I can't hear you.
Recently tell two goods to put out their fire, the twins?
I may have. All sorts of little rats have come sniffing around, trying to give up the position.
The position.
That looks
Sounds
like a face
hiding
hugger.
Fire guy. Regressive bourgeoisie henchman. Can't even talk like a grown-up.
Well, you've retained your eyesight.
My eyesight? Yes. Helps me see all the shit.
A shudder of disgust passes his right side.
Damn.
His left side remains motionless.
Did you close the blast door?
I did. And you opened it. How?
I fueled the generator, then used the
I
console.
should have burned that console down.
How'd you know I was coming?
Reactionary rock and roll music. Playing on the water.
That was music from my boombox when I was playing it while we were riding across the
Told
water?
you we shouldn't play sad FM.
It's not rock and roll, it was sad FM.
Sad FM, huh? I always hated that station. Phlegmatic, counter-revolutionary dirges. Sadness is a mental illness. A weapon of the bourgeoisie. The fascists were right about rock and roll. It is degenerate. Hip gyrating, mental illness music.
Damn, guy's got some opinions. Nice gun you got there.
It's not nice. It's a piece of shit. But it gets the job done.
Is it a Belly Margrave?
It's a 3-Angong 446.
A Samaran rifle. How did you get hold of one?
It was sent to us by our brothers in the Sinyao commune. Military aid.
I'm with the police. You can keep the gun, but keep it down. Not one move.
No.
Whoa.
Put it down now, sir.
Kim, this is not your investigation.
Or you're gonna blow my brains out before you question me. To hell with it. It's a walking stick anyway.
Kim, that was weakness.
It's out of bullets.
Like an amputated limb in the sand.
Well, pick it
His
up.
gaze follows your motions. The rifle feels surprisingly light in your hand. Frame stocked and patched in places with
They tried to sell it
wire.
like he wasn't the shooter.
The rifle's in a shabby state.
They could have had another
Like
gun
a
lying
crutch
around.
That's seen too much travel. Hieroglyphs are embossed into the forearm, made of walnut. On the butt, you see Vespertine writing, burnt into the wood. Triangon, 4.46 millimeter, made in
Well, it's
Sinyao.
as he said. It's a triagun.
Warren. Personalized even. Looks like this weapon has seen a lot of use, hasn't it, sir?
No response from the old man. The plastic cape around his shoulders rustles in a small bout of wind.
This uses jacketed ammunition, 4.46.
Jacketed, military-grade ammunition. Stable in flight.
Trigong is my favorite anime. I like Vash. Yeah, good old Vash the Stampede. That's one that I've finished, but I don't remember squat about. I actually started rewatching it a couple years back, got halfway in, and then got sidetracked. I remember the ending being super over the top.
The old man keeps following your motion with his gaze. His right arm twitches suddenly. This looked very much like the murder weapon. It could be used against him to get a confession in time.
Who are you?
My name is Josef Lilianovich Dross, Political Commissar of the 114th Anti-Aircraft Division of the 4th Army of the Commune of Revachol. I am a deserter, a partisan, and a prisoner of war. This is my terminus surrender.
The Commune of Revachol? Do you mean the ICM? You're a holdover from the...
From the Insular Indian Citizens Militia, the army of the revolution. I was recruited in January.
Oh, it's 43 years ago.
Trained in the École de Contrôle Orient, and consigned to emergency defense duties in 08. I left my unit on the eve of the landing. When I returned here on May 14th, the commune had fallen. Still armed and ideologically trained, I wrote a criticism of myself and resumed partisan duties.
How long have you been on the island?
43 years. No. I've been on other islands too. I was in Resurrection until they turned it into a spa in 18. Then I was on E48, a nameless sound, until the sea washed over it.
Damn, 43 years.
43 years and 10 months.
Subreddit for FF14's all Q memes? Well, yeah, no one's got anything else to do, so they gotta make memes. You got two speeds. You got playing or memeing.
It's not how a human being should live. But I had to. I couldn't just forget. I couldn't just forget what I saw.
Hot memes. Get your hot memes here. Yeah, that's a shame.
He just...
But it's just kind of what it is, right? I don't think we've ever had a popular game came out that just had a smooth launch. I mean, it seems like once you're in the game, it's fine, although it sounds like you're crashing in the queue, so maybe it's not fine.
But he can now.
What have you been doing during all this time?
Hiding, fishing, waiting.
Where the afternoon grows late, on Rue de Saint-Ghislain, people walk home. Street lights will soon be lit. Further inland, the streets are alive with workers, men, women, children, street hawks and migrant laborers. The temperature is steady. Alto-cumulus clouds
Shivers does
form
like to talk,
above.
though.
2 police officers step out of the Whirling in Rags cafeteria. Satellite officer Jean-Vic Mayer inspects a series of burnt black letters splashed across the plaza.
It even notes that it's burnt because I lit that shit on fire.
Patrol officer Judith Minot.
Those were the
points
two that were in
west,
there watching
the
us.
fishing village.
I wonder where
She
they were when
glances
the
at
shooting
her
went
watch.
down.
We meet
They could have
in
helped
15
too.
minutes. The officers go, leaving behind the writing, still smoldering. One day, it says, I will return to your side.
Always waiting.
For what?
For her to return.
Damn.
Her who?
Girl, child, revolution.
Girl Child Nation is too strong for that? What? The city's a tinderbox. It may still happen.
It won't. The material base for an uprising has eroded. The working class has betrayed mankind and themselves. The historic opportunity for a revolution has passed. It will not come back anymore. However
I guess that
hard
gives
I
him
try,
motive.
Whatever I do,
if he wanted a revolution to happen, shooting them and putting the Union versus the mercenaries, it's definitely a motive.
I was just 16 years old. You could say I misunderstood the historic role of the proletariat and thought Mazovian socioeconomics were fallible. For a second, I doubted the irreducible laws of historic materialism. A second is all it took for reaction to take hold.
All right, let's go with it. I understand communists are naturally cowards.
You haven't seen it. The face of who you serve, naked. It's impossible not to be afraid.
And this was when?
May the 13th, 08, 44 years ago. The horizon was black with coalition airships. Their petroleum rose to the sky, and it looked like it formed the clouds, storm clouds. When they started shelling, it was dark magic.
Dark magic.
The combined might of international capital. All at once, all the greed and terror in the world tore into Revachol. It lifted streets from the ground and turned houses into ghosts. We were in the flak tower, huddled on the floor. The artillery was 80 kilometers away in Ozon, but I knew the commune would fall. We would all be turned into ash. So I said I was going to the map room.
A terrible shame, still within him. The lobes of his ears are red with it.
But you didn't go to the map room. He ran.
No. I climbed the chain link across the water and hid inland, in the bunkers there, like the weakest of the weak. A mouse, frightened of the ordnance all night, and the sound of the rotors in the morning, whirring.
What was that?
Airships. I climbed out into
Hey,
hell.
yes, hello, Team Palpatine.
The landing was complete. The chain was submerged. I had to swim back. The fortress was half submerged too. Shattered. They'd all drowned in the lower levels, or got torn to shreds above. The anti-aircraft gun had malfunctioned. So had I. I left them without ideological direction. It was real. I'd seen it. I'd seen it in reality.
Some kind of great terror, worse than you've ever seen.
What have you seen?
The mask of humanity fall from capital. It has to take it off to kill everyone, everything you love.
Well, that's
All
pretty
the
much it,
hope and
Liratov.
Tenderness in the
Mr.
world.
Attention Taker over
It
here.
has to take it off just for 1 second to do the deed. And then you see it as it strangles and beats your friends to death. The sweetest, most courageous people in the world. It's that the bourgeois are not human.
Yeah, I've always suspected the same. Lizard people.
Now is not the time, Lieutenant Yefreto.
I had to. I had to fight it. I could not stop anymore.
You said this is your termless surrender.
You're with the RCM.
This guy definitely has some yap to him, too. He's a big lore
That
point.
enforces bourgeois morals in Revachol.
That's right. We're with the good guys.
Murderers.
Good
You're
guys.
the RCM. You represent the Moralist International. The enemies of humanity who took this city. I represent their adversary, le Parti Communiste Insolent. Take me to them as a prisoner of war. I have relinquished my weapon. I can no longer serve. No superiors can relieve me of my duty. You bulldoze them all to a mass grave for trying
Holy
to free
shit.
humanity.
A spray of blood from his mouth. on the
Yeah,
black
as it appears
charcoal in the
goes.
fire pit.
So you're a communist soldier from the communist army.
No, I am not a soldier. I'm an ideological officer. I belong to the party, not the army.
Understood.
Like you belong to the moralist party.
All right,
There's
serious
nothing
questions.
Serious in this
What have you been
world.
using this gun for?
I've used it for killing people.
Here we go. A trail of blood. The lieutenant smells it too.
Oh, yeah.
Killing people?
It's a gun. That's what they're for. You want a moralist euphemism? Defending your family and your property. I've used it to kill people.
Interesting.
How about person,
During or
though?
after the war?
There is no after the war. Class war is never over.
Going straight.
Class war,
no
huh?
euphemisms. He doesn't like the... No,
Okay.
no. Be careful
Okay.
now. Slow and steady does it. Make
Yeah,
him
well, my
repeat it
rhetoric is
first.
total shit.
Don't mess this up. Remember, he wants to tell you. Get personal.
Okay, get personal. I kind of like suggestion a little more. But they're all arguing with each other now. I think he likes the metaphors, though. Whatever. Did you use the gun to shoot and kill the Colonel of Security Contractor Colonel?
The who now?
The corpse in ceramic armor hanging behind the whirling rags. Did you shoot him? Hold on. The fascist death squad who took a bullet in the mouth the night of March 4th.
Oh yes, that one. Ugly piece of work, that boy.
Did you kill him?
I am a son of a welder and an officer of the commune of Revachol. I do not collaborate with murderers and pederasts of the liberal regime.
Tear into him.
Half-lights, my
Pilot
boy,
on
and that's a
him.
challenging.
Everything you got on. The scent of blood in the air. But what else? There was something you can't remember.
Tear into everything you've got. We've done the ballistics. The shot came from this island.
I saw you poking around there, looking for evidence. You're damn diligent when it comes to dead fascies. Did you like the view?
You had direct visibility. There are embrasures in the concrete, specifically meant for a top follower to use. And you had a long-range
That's
rifle
right,
in
kid.
your
Pile
possession.
on him. You got the skills, you've got the location, you've got the
You've been
place.
here a long time, Mr. Dross.
And probably
Too
the
long.
motive.
You need medical aid.
I'm ready to die.
It's the
I've
best.
done my part.
It's the best uninterrupted line of sight to the window in all of Martinez.
Because it's a sniper's nest, you stupid fuck. Radio Gosh is right. You have worms in your brain.
Come on, what am I forgetting?
Wait, here it comes. The goddamn Maybells. The dried Maybells on Clausia's roof.
Oh, yeah.
There were Maybells in the grass when you got here. And Maybells on Clausia's balcony.
Why?
Wait, don't forget the footprints.
Well, what's with that
The
slapping
diagonal
sound?
prints in the dust in the secret space behind Clausia's bedroom. Now, they're gonna come up.
Oh, that was me slapping my head.
You got it. Remember? The boot prints were
No
like,
modern
maybe
soul,
don't hurt
okay.
yourself anymore, though. You're not immortal.
Maybells behind the victim's window. I saw them growing here.
Damn Maybells.
I thought you were slapping your
Our
leg.
island is turning white with them.
Damn, that Toki really makes this an immersive experience.
He seems tender suddenly. Nostalgic even. A strange mood swing.
So many this year, too. The spring is coming. No, it's already here. Wash the filth away.
A young woman called Khaleesi. Well, hold on. I haven't seen them anywhere else. Whatever. All right. Yeah. We'll go with the other one because we saw them elsewhere. We didn't see them growing anywhere else, but I don't know what they're trying to get at with that. So, a young woman called Khaleesi. Ring any bells? Flowers like these were behind her window.
Classier.
You know her, right? She had intimate relations with the victim, the mercenary.
With the victim.
Wonder what brand of boots you're wearing.
Everything is brands with you individualists. Who cares what brand my shoes are? Sansa? Some shit.
Show me the soles, please, Mr. Dollars.
Fucking imbecile.
The old man stretches out his leg. A black and white spiral pattern covers the sole of the worn-out old running shoes at his feet.
It's called sensory. You see their V-shaped logo, but can't make out the size. These are not the unusual horizontal pattern soles.
Oh, that's not it, though.
In the dust on the floor of the hidden room. They do, however, seem to be about the same size.
The size fits, but not the sole.
Wait, maybe it's simpler than that.
Simpler?
58% go fuck
This
yourself.
Is another the lieutenant
Go fuck
raises
yourself.
What are you doing?
Go fuck
Listen,
yourself.
Not now. Stop yourself.
People change shoes, detective. It was you. You were there, weren't you? Crawling and whirling in rags. What were you doing? Some kind of reconnaissance? Preparing the scene? Listening in on her?
Trying to rack your brains. You're desperate to report something back to your masters. They must have really loved that dead fuck.
The old man stares at his own prints in the ash around the fire. Silent suddenly, some strange process within him. A gush of wind. Seagulls in the distance. You've almost got him. Just
Logic.
the last little push.
Okay. I got your gun.
Not a lot of guns around that use military-grade ammunition, are there?
It's a real gun. Not like your little musketeer pistol. I've seen you prance around with that. Jumping hoops for the liberals. You look like imbeciles. Why don't you ask them to give you real weapons?
I'd like I don't know, minigun,
automatic rifles,
laser
with
rifle.
these toy guns. Of course you got those boys killed.
Damn, he saw you. He's watched it happen.
Yeah, because he's probably watched everything. He's interested in this. He set it up. He wants to watch the dominoes
So he
fall.
saw you. Okay. So what? Don't let it divert you.
Stop changing the subject. We've got the murder weapon.
You know what? You're right. I'm convinced this made the shot. Should we call it?
You think we have the murder weapon?
4.46 jacketed ammunition, modified for range. We have it. This is it.
All right.
Good.
I don't believe it still. I think there's something deeper that we didn't do,
This
but...
feels good, doesn't it? Tearing things up like this. When you have the murder weapon, you have the killer.
Murder.
The old man does not say more. He just glances into the reeds, then watches it once more.
You know who he was. A coalition-trained murderer. Armored and armed. He wasn't human. The blunt end of a hammer. Dripping with blood.
He was a killer, but he was still under the protection of the law.
Beating us to the ground. Moaning with joy. You hounds get so thorough when a company-trained killer dies. I haven't seen you on this coast for 40 years. You know, maybe I should have killed one sooner.
It sounds like a confession, though. The options in these dialogue depend on what clues you found on the mainland. Gotcha.
Got your attention. Now you stop eating druggies and prostitutes in your basement. Now you come to investigate. Not when they die by the hundreds.
So you shot him.
Oh, the inhumanity. One paramilitary less in Revachol.
The lieutenant raises his right arm to hush you. Hush. He does not need to be pushed anymore. The ball is rolling.
How did you... No, okay. Well, I want to hear what he has to say.
I had them in my sights. Both of them. Him and the whore. I was breathing with them. In phase. And I pulled
Okay,
the trigger
all right.
and
Long-range
flew
sniping,
on the
cucking.
air until I landed in his mouth. I didn't think I had a shot like that in me anymore. I did. I saw him kneel there with his mouth full of death, and that stupid look on his face. And his dick still in her.
Damn.
Then, a hot
I mean, if you
flash
gotta
of rage
go.
almost carries the smile away. Some dark peace.
Then what?
Nothing. I went to sleep. Next morning there were Maybells everywhere. The world was white, or what's left of it anyway. My last spring here.
So what, we give this guy a ticket, and then he
knew
goes
the
and he checks
fascists
himself
would
into the
come to
police
avenge their
station?
own.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll show up. Cuff him.
And so they did.
Mr. Dross, are you aware you're confessing to murder?
Yes.
And you were looking at Dan, the victim and a young woman, having sex through the scope of your rifle that night before you shot him?
I still don't believe it. I don't believe it. For some reason,
The old man nods.
Well, you always
it's too
were a
easy.
kidder,
That's the
Steve.
problem. That's the damn problem. I think Khaleesi did it. Yo, Mangzors, thank you for the gift sub, throwing this one on over to Robot Sonic. Thank you very much, Mangs. I really appreciate that. And Sonic, welcome aboard. Yeah, he is confessing too easy. I mean, all the pieces align too well, and I didn't have to do enough work.
Because that's what they were doing.
It's Mangzors the Charitable tonight.
I don't understand.
The
Do you,
Merciful,
detective?
perhaps.
I don't understand this part.
Why were you looking at them that night?
I'm always looking.
Oh, he could have known Rostraza. He could have seen it.
Are you always looking through the scope of a rifle? I'm just trying to understand.
A rifle scope has the best magnification.
Helps him see all the shit.
And if you don't like it,
If it's part of the shit you see,
then you pull the trigger?
Yes. Think of it as a form of critique.
I could do it right there. I could arrest him. What specifically did you not like about what you saw that night?
Them. Fucking. I didn't like that.
So you were jealous?
Jealousy is a reactionary concept. I didn't like the Reaver enjoying himself. Drugged out, soothed in the arms of a young woman. I wanted him to die so he could not
There's a lot of
enjoy
motive
life
there.
anymore.
But that doesn't mean he did it.
And I wanted to see his head explode. That too. She should know better than to hold a child murderer between her thighs. I knew he'd be there for one more second. Right. That's all it takes for the bullet to reach his head. Now that I think of it, I wasn't aiming for his mouth. I wanted his brains to spill out on her.
Woo!
You can't have everything.
How long had you been watching her?
Since she came to Martinez. I saw her sneaking in the reeds early in the morning, behind the Fell building. It was dark, still winter. She didn't have her skimpy outfit on then, just a spot in the night, moving.
Past the Fell building on the coast? What was she doing there?
This is heavy. There's a few scenes like this. Yeah, like I don't mind these kind of lore dumps. These are great. Some of the background stuff gets a little resident sleeper for me.
Hiding something in the water. She had a fag after she'd done it. I was up in the ruins there. She couldn't see me, but I could see her, smoking. She was nervous, but not scared.
And beautiful.
And beautiful.
That, too.
How could you see what she looked like? You said it was dark.
The sun came up. Her hair was like cobwebs. She smoked more fags and snorted a line of whatever shit she was on right there.
What do you think she
needed
hid?
it just to move. Her passport and tickets to Villiers. And from there to Cachet Brut.
Some kind of hidden container on the coast? You looked into it?
Yes, after she'd gone. It was a submersible. Well made, actually.
Sloppy. We should have gotten her to tell us about this. Did you take the documents?
No, I put them back. Why would I take them? I'm not going to phone. Oh, I mean...
Moving on. Did you continue watching her after that?
I did. She had a face like an archipelago with those birthmarks. And a body hard and lean and bruised all over. Black and yellow. I could see she's taken a beating. I could see who she was, too. A spook. On the run. Revachol's the cloaca of capital now. All the bagmen and arms
good use of
dealers
cloaca.
end up here to do
That's the
drugs
bird butt,
and
right?
have sex like animals.
You could tell she was a spook from the documents?
She had different color hair on the photo, and glasses. Forged. Some sordid bourgeois affair. I've heard about this kind of thing on the radio.
How'd you see all this? The bruises?
I'm not blind, am I?
How does he know those minute details about her body?
It quickly comes to you.
If the original version of DE had voice actor for the deserter, but either way, this one's amazing. Yeah, he sounds gritty, slow paced, taking his time. And chance you saw those through a hole in the wall.
Oh, yes. Cutting those drugs of hers into little lines with a knife. Masturbating.
Oh, tell me more about that.
Everything in him fills with impossible longing, all at once.
Did you make that hole?
With a clip point knife.
Ever see it through a window on the roof?
Like that, too. Yes. Bending like a bow against the glass.
Got another point. What are we going to throw that into? I doubt I'm going to need too many of these from here on. Let's keep going with Half-Life for now. Probably irrelevant at this point. You've been through the secret route behind the whirling rags. Those were your footprints there.
I've been through all of Martinez. Every nook and cranny. Yes, that too. The things they did in that little room. What she'd do to feel good.
Hey, what's up, Wise?
Funny the way light works. You turn it on inside, and it gets so dark out, you can't see a man looking in. I learned that in the 20s, when they were still hunting me. I've seen people do some shit, but...
You hear the familiar scribble of the lieutenant's pen. One more loose end down. We're doing this, detective.
Mm-hmm. Kim doubted my methods.
How did you get in there?
There was a time where he doubted him.
Workshop.
I can just walk in the hostel now after a good wash. They all think I'm an antisocial, a vagrant. Closing hour is a good time. The kitchen's empty then.
You had to open the steel door in the kitchen? How?
I got that open a long time ago. Some bourgeois game merchant lived there. I don't know, 15 years ago. He
Spare
left
keys all over. I was trying to figure out how we got in
took
there.
one. Then I saw her turn the light on one night in my scope.
Did you have feelings for that woman?
There's nothing to hold on to. Only this. It's not enough.
I mean, he's probably had a lonely existence. I imagine he probably enlisted early on, abandoned ship, and then pretty much has been out here living by himself. There's no voice actor for the deserter before? Dang.
The coals of his eyes glisten suddenly, like stones dripping with water.
It's a mixed
Is
bag
he
for me.
crying?
It's definitely better for Twitch to have voice acting, and the voice actor lets you put an audio cue to them. But, you know, it's a lot to sit and listen to, too, whereas when you're reading, you can just kind of burn through it.
Man needs to feel something else. In this fight, it helps if you have your eye on something there. It's weakness, I know.
Why did you leave the dried flowers?
No,
Why then?
I don't really know. I was there one night and she was crying, like a child, in the corner of her room on the floor, like she does sometimes.
When was this?
The day after I killed him.
And you brought her Maybells?
Yes. I don't know why I do the things I do anymore.
So just read ahead in most games where the V is going. It doesn't make it a little bit harder. It does make it a little harder to read at your own pace. Sure, sure.
It's as if something put the thought there to leave the flowers.
Something put a thought in you, a compulsion.
What do you mean, put?
A brief flash of terror.
I just get this feeling from what you said. Do you agree?
Maybe. I have these holes in my brain now. I wouldn't just sit here waiting for you.
A sudden pang of rage.
If you came 10 years ago, I would have killed you.
Let me toss another point somewhere. I've actually got a lot of volition now. Let's do a little endurance.
In the silence, the lieutenant draws a line in his notes, then nods at you once more. One more down.
So in conclusion, it wasn't about him. It was about her.
Her.
The lieutenant nods.
God
at you
damn, they're just
in
throwing XP at
acknowledgement.
us.
That's it. Motive. We have it.
Where is she, that Clasier? I haven't seen her there for days.
Man, I wish we arrested her. She got away, but she led us here first. She figured out someone was watching her from the sea fort. Yeah, you darn tootin', Robot Sonic. I was hoping another opportunity would come where I had to show off my specimen.
Gone. I knew it. She kept staring into the scope this last week.
Oh, that's why she was looking over the edge.
Like she knew. She'd look at night, crying or smoking on the roof, staring right into me. It doesn't matter.
Midtown, across the Bay of Rivershell, the oceanic wind washes 40-story towers. Above them, Lucerne Central Aerodrome, a cocoon suspended in the sky by a web of suspension wiring, encircled by hybrid.
But as you're showing off your specimens against the TOS, yeah, it depends which parts you show. You can get away with like a banana hammock or something if you're a dude.
On the platform, a young woman is withdrawing from amphetamines, barbiturates, and alcohol. Yet still, she smiles among the crowd, among the great ghosts of the city she's leaving, for another, far smaller, distant, hidden, not like the great chandelier she sees sparkle in the night below her. Streetlights, towers, tenements, and water, and across it, a dark strip of ruins, barely visible, if she didn't squint her eyes. There, on a dilapidated jetty, in a
These boys
nameless
love to
village,
talk right here. We
2
got
police
stories coming.
officers and 1 special consultant look across a narrow strip of sea. The ruins of a sea fort stick out of the water, built by Philippe II, reappropriated by the Commune. He's there, doing what exactly I don't know. Satellite Officer Vic Mayer points at the ruins. Behind Special Consultant Heidelstein
Are they watching us?
is optimistic. We'll see the boat when he comes. Let's go get a coffee until then. I know this interesting little place where, as the men go, Patrol Officer Minnow looks back over her shoulder at the crumbling fortification like a rotten tooth rising out of the water. Good luck, Harry, she thinks. You need something good for this.
We could get more. We've got him talking.
Fuck it. Let's arrest him.
What? But you said I would be taken to the...
Taken to the...
The wind picks up. The silence on the water is broken all around you. Little shivers of waves appear. The lieutenant continues, like an incantation.
Your Wayfarer rights have been suspended. Information provided to the officers on the scene will be used against you by the prosecution.
God
You will be
damn,
given legal
I
counsel
am the
within
law.
1 week and must face court in 44 days. Do you understand? ... Do you understand?
But...
Do you understand, sir?
No, I don't want to. I have to stay here.
Oh boy, here we go.
He's sweating. Beads are forming on his forehead. Pupils are dilated too. Eyes getting blacker and blacker.
What if he was actually protecting the Phasmid this whole damn
Your
time?
confirmation is not required, sir. Now...
Oh
on to the
no.
boat.
Oh no, guys. Oh no, guys, what is this? Perception is 5. Okay. I need... What's the last one? I need motor skills increased. Please, +1 to motor skills. Take from wherever else you want. We need the motor skills. The vote is up. Motorix. Motorix. We need... It's the Phasmid, damn it. He's out there. I'm sure of him. Did I spend my point? Shit, I spent my point. Oh, we got the point in it, so, where is... Was it not under this? Was it something else? Oh, dear. And it was hearing. Maybe it was something entirely different. Hold on, hold the phone. What kicked up? 42. Was it perception? Okay, we're rolling 42.
You thought you heard something, but it's just the reeds.
Maybe we could all fit in there.
We could all fit in a little boat?
Actually, no.
Save scum time. God damn it.
Not really. We could escort him to the pier.
Is she hiding here? She wouldn't be hiding here. Something's here, though.
The other stays here.
His drugs?
There's something you're not getting here. That
Who watches over him there while I come back for you?
Could ask the net picker to watch him?
This is no harmless old man.
This fucking world.
No,
This
not
world.
really robotic, but
What
there's a
is
couple that I
this?
have. Which ones? There's one that I put a point into to get and then didn't get it, and I was so pissed off that I didn't want to waste more points. I would say 95% of the options, though, I haven't saved scum. I've just rolled with it if I fail. I think a lot of them are good, but a lot of the times you fail, and it's not a failure, you just get something different out of it, right? Like the karaoke one, you get some different scene. But like this, I want to know what's in those reeds.
No, listen. Listen now.
The world. What is this? Could come back for me once you've taken him to the precinct.
No, it would take a whole day on this island. You go and transport the prisoner. I'll be here. I can escort him.
No need to be polite. I'll do it.
This world. What are you talking about? Is this... us?
Your skin is crawling suddenly.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't want to miss out on a big plot point. Tell me it's the fucking Phasmid. I want to see a giant stick bug. Is that it? It's the Phasmid! I knew it! I fucking knew it!
A delicate tangle of arms and legs unfolds from the reeds, limb by limb, to then just stand there, moving its scythe-like arms in ghostly silence.
Your wish came true. I knew it wouldn't leave me hanging. What is that? No, we're just gonna blink, because I knew it existed. I never doubted.
Still there.
What are you talking about?
That giant stick insect.
There's nothing there.
The stick insect is over 3 meters tall. It looks straight at you with its tiny pinprick eyes and its grotesquely small head. You feel your legs shaking under you and your gun hand rise instinctively.
There it is. I see it.
Tell me what you see, damn it. I can't make out one small thing in the reeds.
Kim, can you see it?
I can see it.
He actually can.
4 simple words. Thank God. If you can see, then you're not insane. It's really there, spinning slowly, in absolute silence. Its limbs long and slender.
Be very, very careful.
The lieutenant whispers, then takes a step towards the giant anthropod.
What's this? We're getting reports of normal, reasonable, temperate, political opinions somewhere in Martinez.
That's because I keep saying none of the above to the political stuff, isn't it?
It's also about that, but it's also more. Perhaps it's the hangover.
So would I have
Perhaps
had like a
it's temporary
political thing
surge of
here
serotonin.
otherwise?
But something tells you it's time to become a citizen of the Kingdom of Conscience.
Hell of a time to get more political options. Right? What a mood killer.
It is not a place. It is a moment in time that can only arise in the right circumstances. In all of human history, it's only been achieved a handful of times.
It's an honorable goal.
It is, isn't it? History's greatest catastrophes have been brought about by people trying to make the world a better place. Too quickly. That's the genius of Dolores Day. She recognized that progress is meaningless if its gains are lost because of instability. Real, lasting change can only come about gradually.
I've never had any sort of a political affiliation, but this would be it. Okay, but what, like, is the Kingdom of Conscience?
The kingdom is difficult to comprehend, and even more difficult to describe.
I mean, that would be great, Jester, if he eats you if you're the wrong political faction.
Partly because humanity will need to discard many of the categories that define and limit it today.
Fucking unbelievable. I'm so happy. I never gave up hope on it. And you know what? This is why this game's writing is great. Okay? I've heard writers talk about writing things in loops that makes it good. And I'm not sure if I'm even wording this right, but basically as you open up concepts, you should close them up in like reverse order that they were opened in or something like that. So that way everything has a nice tidy conclusion drawn at the end. And this doesn't exactly fit that format, but it doesn't leave them open. Like the stick bug being missing would have been such a weird thing because everything else was so well written that I just assumed I was going to see it at the end. But it's also so bizarre that I doubted it too. Like, I'm like, it's got to be at the end, but like, would they really put that in? And there it is. I'm very happy about that.
It's also post-industrial, post-ideological, and even post-sexual.
Send me in.
Slow down, Mr. Reasonable. Did you miss the part about compromising and taking
we'll get there then, eventually.
That's right. Remember, real democracy is
the
just
game just stick bugged you. Yeah, right? Is that where that came from?
Democracy kicks in a long time from now. We are all going to be so much happier.
We'll take it. All right, so we want to walk slowly. Don't scare it off. Don't scare the mighty stick bug off. He's right here, and he could kill you in the blink of an eye. I've seen him do it. Thinking after you've said 5 things related to that political slant could happen early for all, or maybe never, depending on what you say. That makes sense.
The creature stands on long stilt-like legs, antennae hanging from its head like a woman's hair, white and curled at the tips. It is no more than 5 steps away from you. Reed-like tufts stick out.
Look at him, he's so majestic.
As the insect moves its forearms, it produces a faint hiss.
Electrochemistry, baby. 97%. Approach it carefully. If that was my 3% fail, I would have went absolutely ballistic. I rolled a 2 and a 1 as well. It was close.
Small steps toward the phasmid. The creature lets out a series of ultrasonic clicks that swarm around your head like swallows.
I honestly, Genius, if I failed that roll, I'd hit the X button and we'd go play the Elder Scrolls Skyrim. That would just be it.
Like laughter.
I'd be so fucking tilted.
Sweat drips from your brow, soak in your chest. You reek of it. Your chemicals. Hissing and clicking.
That's right, I put the pheromones on myself too.
To greet you.
So I bet if I didn't do the pheromones thing, we wouldn't have seen this guy.
The colossal chitin of its white limbs. The head of the creature is crowned by reeds, and its eyes are like small droplets of water.
Raise your hand slowly.
The insect stops its stridulation, seeming to observe you.
Oh, was it on the check?
Reeds,
cool.
Little pinprick eyes detect motion, glittering. The world stands still around you. Suddenly, there is silence. No. Stop. Be afraid.
Be afraid? But Half-Lights never lied to me. Put your hand down. Or should I raise both hands? Oh god, I don't know what he means by this. Put your hand... What if the stick bug turns on us and tries to kill us? Oh, Christ. Yeah, take the damn vote, guys. I don't know what the hell to do here. This is for y'all. Just be merciful, whatever you do. Well, that seems kind of overwhelming.
As you do, the invertebrate comes to life, its limbs moving independent of each other, as if each has a mind of its own. They are white, like stalks of porcelain, knitting above you. Shifting around in the reeds around it, in the muddy water, you notice some of its hind legs apparently standing on the water from time to time. It's that light.
Mangsaur's giving me a jump scare. I was super immersed right here. Thank you very much for the $100 donation. It's something. It's more than something. It's a charitable token of your love. I appreciate that. Take the picture, kid.
Okay.
I kind of wanted to say take a picture, but pictures never work in these type of things, right? Like, you scare it off, it gets pissed.
In the insect's motion, while it's being aimed by the camera, it remains fixated on you.
In 3. If it moves, you jump back. I'll shoot. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
The shrill flash of the camera cuts the air like the blade of a sword.
What a picture.
The phasmid freezes in its bright light. Head turned toward the lieutenant, hypnotized by the flash. It stands frozen.
Did we make a mistake?
You. The sweat on your arms feels cold as ice, as if you're frozen as well, in the shadow of this great statue of chitinous marble.
I mean, that's going to be my new Facebook picture right there. Me with the phasmid. When I get back home, my wife is coming right back. That'll teach her to tell me I have no worth, no value. I found a legendary beast.
For all time.
Oh, I'm going to slowly reach the touch to the creature's whiskers.
The antennae hang from a great height. With your hand shaking, you barely touch the tip of the left whisker. On contact,
just the tip.
Chitin curls into a spiral, like the tip of a poison ivy. Its touch on your fingertip feels cold, ticklish.
Meanwhile, the murderer's just hanging out behind us like, what in the fuck is going on?
The sensation is electrifying.
Hey, what's up, boobs?
Through your body. It is surprisingly delicate, the curly end of the whisker, like a young vine. It's even a bit wet. Looks like someone's got hurt in a fight. This antenna
physical
is
instrument.
much smaller than the other one.
Physical instrument, help me there.
Be careful, detective. It's moving.
Look at your finger.
You were right. It glistens with some kind of moisture. The creature in front of you stays frozen.
Oh, this is going to be wild. Let's flick our finger. It just jizzed on it.
It tastes like sugar.
Oh.
Very faint. The anthropod towers above you, tufts of reeds pointing from limb and head alike. Odorless, mostly comprised of water.
Carefully pet its scythe-like forearm.
The limb before you is incredibly light, like eggshell. It's much lighter than a reed. You feel a soft push could tip the creature over. Its hollow exoskeleton collapsing.
Dang.
It's about to move. You can sense it.
Run your hand up the slow. I mean, that's a challenging check. Whatever. Slender limb. Go up higher. It's gonna get pissed.
A small shudder passes the creature's arm. High above you, its black pearl eyes still glisten, mesmerized by the light passing its nervous system.
We got it.
Another shudder pulses through the creature's limbs. It jolts back to life, like a record continuing where it left off, in a sway, praying motion.
I'm Harry. I don't really know who I am.
The pearls of its eyes do not stray from you. No reply. A total ancient silence comes from its mouth, along with what appears to be some kind of foam. The stridulations of its limbs continue all around you.
Stand on your tiptoes and look more closely.
You were right. Little bubbles form on the mouth parts of the creature, on its segmented lower lip.
Could you ever want more? Not really,
slowly.
no.
The foam is white.
Don't what the hell is wrong with you, Dignan? What do you mean don't kill it? I'm not gonna kill the stick bug.
Careful. It may be poisonous.
It's not poisonous. I've tasted its nectar.
The foam slowly turns a darker shade, like burnt caramel, as the insect moves
And because
its
I'm
mouth
Inland
parts,
Empire, we're going to get to talk to it.
I exist.
I exist. I exist
Tell
too.
me what it's like for you.
I'm ill.
What is your illness?
I'm ill in my head. I'm insane. That's how it is for me. Oh no, it's in my heart. For me, it's sadness, input after input.
For me, it is not like that. I have states, not emotions. For example, I experience excitement and unexpected sugar rewards.
Sugar
But that
rewards like
is
a
not
horse.
important. Now I will tell you how it is for me. For me, it is a series of half-lit images, a kind of darkness, being intruded upon.
I think we could let the murderer get away at this point.
Dim,
I mean, I've got what I really wanted. The stick bug was the true end game for me. Intrude upon by what?
shapes of plants and animals, and internal sensations. A swarm of sounds, tiny vibrations on the inside of my forearms. All speak of complexities.
What's
totally
difficult to track
beyond
about it,
my
Boobs? We're talking to a
understanding.
giant cryptoid. Is that what you call them? Cryptid? A giant cryptid. I'm communicating with it through some sort of telepathy.
I am at the end of a narrow funnel. Weightless. So light. It only feels like something to be me. In truth, perhaps I'm nothing. I certainly do not have a soul. And if I did, it would never ache.
Oh, shit. All right. Well, I'm glad to be me, an incredibly sensitive instrument.
Few of us can begin to imagine the horror of you. With all of creation reflected in your forebrain. It must be like the highest of hells, a kaleidoscope of fire and writhing glass. Eternal damnation.
Yeah, not too far from the truth. Eternal damnation, but the flip side of the coin is the salvation.
Even when you're sleeping, and when you wake, you carry it around on your neck, with eyes open that cannot help but swallow more behind the mirror. I feel great, mute empathy for you.
It was very disorienting at first, but I'm keeping my shit together.
That must be incredible.
I say to the fucking giant stick bug talking to my mind.
And meaningless, all of you. Know that we're watching. When you're tired, when the vision spins out of control, the insects will be looking on, rooting for you.
Oh, that's nice of them. And we
And
usually
when
just
you
step
fall,
on them.
We will come to raise you up. Bud from you, banner-like, blossom from you and carry you apart in a sky funeral, in honor of your passing. But not me, because I'm just a leaf eater.
In honor of your will, Lieutenant Euphrator, that you kept from falling apart in the face of sheer
Huh,
terror.
so bugs eat us and
Day after
decompose
day,
us in honor of our
second
passing.
by second. Detective, arriving on the scene.
I'm a detective.
So am I. I was born to detect sucrose rewards and semiochemicals. What were you born to detect?
I was born to detect you.
Yes. No one detected me for such a long, long time. For thousands of years. I dithered, out of sight. Trapped myself in greenery.
This is my masterpiece.
No one believed I exist. Almost no one. Until you came, detective. Dripping of blood that smells like strawberries. Across the calm sea. The first in 1,000 years.
Where does this come from? All of this, around us, the world!
Not even the birds know that.
Oh, okay.
Not even the water lily.
Then all we can do is beat our fist against it day after day with no
You
answers.
can also eat it. If it's a leaf, you can put it in your mouth. Yum yum. Or read.
What exactly are you?
I am an unknown species of the order Phantasmodia, endemic to the Insulindian Insula. For the last 350 years, I have hidden in plain sight, masquerading as the reeds, molding, cloning myself, unfolding at night to play with trash bins.
Cloning,
and boys.
interesting.
It may have unknown dangerous biochemical characteristics that help it maintain its
Yeah,
camouflage.
and I just ate its secretions, which means soon I too will be able to go invisible.
No one unnoticed by the first settlers and the land surveyors of the suzerain. Also, by the soldiers of the revolution and the officials of the occupation. Even the Semenese islanders who came here first, but did not stay, have not seen me. I have stayed hidden through 4 forms of government and 2 scientific revolutions, until I was accidentally discovered by a detective of the city's
Hobo
militia
Cop becomes
in
Phasmid Man? Hell yeah. Phasmid of the
March
Apocalypse, baby.
51.
Are you the miracle?
You are the miracle.
That is the nicest thing anyone has ever said to me.
The moral of our encounter is, I am a relatively medium life form, while you are extreme, all-engulfing madness. A volatile simian nervous system, ominously new to the planet. The Pale too came with you.
The Pale, okay.
No one remembers
Okay,
it
we've heard of the
before you.
Pale.
The Nidarians do not. The radially symmetrics do not. There is an almost unanimous agreement between the birds and the plants that you are going to destroy us all.
Wait, what is the
It
Pale?
is a nervous shadow cast into the world by you, eating away at reality. A great, unnatural territory. Its advent coincides with the arrival of the human mind.
I don't have that kind of
You're
power.
a violent and irrepressible miracle.
Truth.
The vacuum of cosmos and the stars.
I mean, I've heard the
burning
Pale
in
mentioned
fate of you.
before. We probably missed
In
something
enough
important
time,
there
you will
then.
wipe us all out and replace us with nothing. Just by accident. We suspect it will be something like the oxygen holocaust that wiped out
Biazura, Biazura, Biazura!
Hey, Flongy, thank you for that follow. I appreciate that.
First started breathing. Only much worse.
Worse how? Give me all the juicy
Everything your
deets.
eyes touch goes back there, behind the nose mirror. What if you blink? Are we still here?
Please don't blink.
What if you misplace us all one day, or just forget?
But I want to blink and undo. This is the gloaming I've been waiting for ever since I woke up at the hotel room.
So, it is already happening. One day, one of you will close your eyes and see.
I
and
mean,
open them to see that.
I don't know if we had this dialogue option until we ate the secretion. Kim, am I having a violent epileptic seizure?
It doesn't look like that, no.
Okay, good. Forget it.
No. What's going on?
Think I'm having a vision about the final fate of mankind.
Is it somehow related to the case?
Sorta.
I think you should back away from the unstudied species now.
I have to say goodbye. I have no more thoughts. That was
No.
all.
There is one more.
Of all the creatures I've met, you are the kindest.
Thank you. I also have one more thing to say to you before you go. That woman. Turn from the ruin. Turn and go forward. Forever show.
I
She
will.
was hell on earth. It doesn't take a 3-meter stick insect to tell you that.
Disengage.
As you're
Slowly.
turning away, the phasmid mirrors your movements, stepping on the water, the long limbs carrying its feather weight without breaking its surface.
Holy shit. What an unexpected time to meet Bigfoot. And it's just gone. Just like that, it's gone as quickly as it came in. The writing of this game is excellent.
And
Top
just
notch.
like that, it's gone, skating away across the sea's calm mirror like a skipping
And it's not
stone,
just that it's well written,
leaving
but they
nothing
also have
but circles
well
on the
chosen
water.
topics and timings. I mean, everything about it is superb.
And something under it. In the place it stood, bobbing there, among the reeds, a collection of items.
Lena will be thrilled to know she was right. Yeah.
It's gone.
If we can only tell her, which I don't know if we can. What's that? In the reeds.
Looks like a nest of some sort. We should have a look.
What, now?
What?
Even Kim's into this.
In some kind of strange, semi-catatonic state.
Our suspect is not looking so good. We need to check on him.
Yeah, the suspect will be fine. We just met the legendary stick bug. What's up, bots? There it is. My god, there it is! And a rifle scope. Hold on a second. Stick bug, you have saved me from my fedora-wearing days, and you've now given me a brand spanking new, crazy heavy armor. Holy shit, do I look cool. I mean, I wouldn't mind wearing that shirt if it wasn't for my 2 physical instrument shit.
Brother, you've managed to collect
Oh, we got all the armor too, yeah.
pieces. Too bad it's too late for the big showdown.
Yeah, shut up. I don't think the helmet would have helped me anyway. Look down at the wounds.
It would have looked very impressive.
I look
Still,
badass, Ghost.
You found it all.
I like it.
Now your mortal
It's probably what
coil
it's based
is
on. It wouldn't surprise me.
Protected. Few cops are this futuristic.
At least now I'm truly invincible. You wear it all, you get an achievement. I'll toss it on for a second then. Might as well, right? We've got it. Did I get the achievement? I didn't get an achievement! I might have gotten it just for picking it all up. Boots, gloves, helmet, and chest. Shit. I don't... Were there pants? Do I have pants? There's only 4 pieces. I don't believe there are pants. Yeah, I don't believe there are pants. Hey, what's up, Bart? Whatever, we're good. Did I spend my point? I don't think I spent my point. This one might actually go in hand-eye coordination. I think I'm going to, in case I need to shoot something again in the future. Look fucking sweet.
What do you want from me?
Sir, how could you not see the phasmid?
Mr. Doras?
The man does not respond. He keeps staring, black eyes glazed over and bulging from their sockets. His gap-toothed mouth shaking with fear and longing. Like an addict of some terrible substance.
Touch his shoulder gently.
The plastic cape feels coarse. A light shiver passes the man. Other than that, no reaction. He feels small and frail.
He's going into some kind of psychomotor immobility. The good news is, this solves our transportation problem. Doesn't it, Mr. Doras?
The trembling mouth.
I can't go anywhere.
Between this and the broken tire he's used for a boat, I think it's safe to leave him here, while we go and get help. It will need to be
yeah, that works for me.
I'm afraid.
We found something in the phasmid's nest, Mr.
He
Dross.
stares into the reeds. Your words don't stir anything in him. Perhaps you should.
I lost.
You lost it, Mr. Dross? The scope?
He turns his eyes to the reeds again, as he's done so many times. Beige and white stripes.
He lost the scope. Then it somehow made its way over there, with the help of a magpie phasmid. This sight is a T9, Mr. Dross. Was it attached to the rifle when you made the shot?
Silence. Not even a sigh. You've gotten all you will out of this poor being.
Alright, I'm gonna let you rest now.
The cape flaps around his face in a gust of wind. His back is slouched and his mouth open. The strength has all gone out of him. Just frail old bones in a sack of
What has happened to this man?
Old age and shock.
I think it's the phasmid.
Yes, the arrest and the appearance of the phasmid, the combined stress. But you think it's something more than that, don't you?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. Maybe he was drugged up.
There's much more. Remember what it said when it spoke.
He couldn't see it, Kim. It was just the reeds for him.
It could be part of the shock. But you're right, something is off here. Mr. Dross.
No response.
Maybe it's how the phasmid has stayed hidden all these years.
Then how did we see it? Oh, you mean, whatever does this, does it over time? Teenagers, kids, drunks, sightings are brief, and hence not credible. But anyone who spends a long time with it.
He's basically the unintentional victim of the phasmid the chemical gave off. What if? Right? because Lena told us about the phasmid, and I asked if it was making the kids horny.
Mm-hmm.
And she denied
Mr.
it,
Dross,
but he had the lust because of it.
Have you ever seen a stick insect pretending to be the reeds? The doctors will have to look at this. I hope your station has better medical personnel than 57. He did seem distressed when it finally came to arresting him, like he didn't want to leave this place, and the insect maybe. I have absolutely forgotten to take notes. I hope I remember all of this.
Yeah, I'm sure you're good, kid. You got a great memory, unlike me.
Thank God we have the photo. We should think about getting back to the mainland, to get help. He'll be safe here, if we don't take too long.
What a damn encounter. That was awesome. Well, use the boat to return to the mainland. You've restocked the trap. Now report to Lena. And we... well, we've busted the case wide open. And I think we're probably good now to send the body into evidence. That poor dude is still laying there 6 fucking days later. 6 days later, rotting out in the water. Now, the real treat would have been seeing the stick bug with Kuno here. Okay, I'd love to see Kuno's take on what would have happened. Would he have asserted dominance over the stick bug? Guess we'll never know. Break time. Time for a Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Kuno can't take pictures. Right, so we got the good ending because we've got proof. Otherwise, everyone would have just assumed that this was some crazed delusion. You have a whole different, but similar convo with Kuno. Only thing is, with Kuno, he has no camera. Right. Which is kind of a big deal, because otherwise you're going to sound like a fucking maniac. Which you are, so there's no way you can back anything up.
The skiff rocks gently under your weight as you get in. The ride back is uneventful and quiet.
Yeah, just a bunch of bones and pus at that point, eh, Ghost?
But for the sound of conversation on the water, there is someone inland waiting for you. 2 men and a woman stand on the concrete square of a nameless village.
That's our squad.
Looking
it's
at
my
a
partner.
Small yellow boat as it draws closer.
They didn't think we'd figure it out.
Calm. You reach the jetty and climb out of the skiff.
Look what the tide brought him. You look like a fucking clown, Harry. Not like a funny police officer, but like a real-life, full-time, pie-in-the-face, unicycle-riding circus employee.
I did a quick save anyway. No one else seemed bothered by my style.
Bothered by it? Harry, you're a goddamn cop. They're afraid of you.
Yeah, I am a goddamn cop.
Actually, are you? Are you still a cop? There's so much disco going on, it's hard to tell.
Vic, calm down.
Forget about all this. There's a... Okay, who are you people?
Hello, I'm Trent Heilerstein. I believe we've met on several occasions.
Ah, okay. Yeah. I didn't know he was undercover.
I'm your goddamn partner, Jean-Vic Quemar, and this is your special task force. Or what's left of it. Special Consultant Trent Heilerstein, Patrol Officer Judith Minot.
He is the sunglasses guy, that's right. I picked up on that because I heard his voice on the phone. I don't think we met her, but we met him talking with that little boy over in the west.
We've come to scrape what's left of you off the pavement.
Lieutenant Kim Kisuragi, Prison 57. We've just come from the island, where our investigation led us. We might need your help with something later.
As if he recalled that he's in fact a decorated police lieutenant and not a naughty boy.
But this is clearly a departmental matter, so I'm going to leave you to discuss it among yourselves.
Kim, you gotta have my back. Let's destroy it. Whatever. Thank you, Lieutenant.
It's good to meet you, Lieutenant Kitsuhagi.
I don't know if we mentioned the stick bug. Okay, what's this all about?
Harry, we want to help you. Trent, I believe this is where you come in?
I don't quite know what I'm doing here. I was asked to participate as an expert. I think I need to manage your expectations a little. I'm at best an enthusiast in cognitive science. My background is in something else entirely. I engage in neurology on a merely theoretical level. In fact, I should probably get going.
Trent, not a lot of confidence.
No, Trent, it's too late. You're part of this shit now. What have you got to say for yourself, shit kid?
What does he have to say for himself?
Ha!
He left you to catch the bullets.
You aren't the man with the sunglasses at all. You're not even blonde. You never told me you were the horse-faced woman. Where have you been all this time? There was a mercenary tribunal.
God damn it, Harry. You told us to fuck off. You said we're cramping your style. Your detective god. Fuck everything. All will burn. Detect or die.
Oh, all will burn, satellite officer. Make no mistake about it.
Here we go. Alcoholic delirium. Visions. All must pay.
Achievement unlocked. The opener of the 8th seal. Uh-oh. All right, you mentioned a task force.
Major Crimes Unit. Under Lieutenant Dubois and Vicomar. Ring any bells?
Yeah, I get it.
He doesn't remember.
See? He really doesn't remember. It wasn't a sick joke. At least that's good.
Yeah, that's very good.
How did you know I was here?
The cafeteria manager you fucked over told us where you went.
Let's see. There's so many joke ones I could do, but I'd like to get a good ending here. I saved his establishment and he's still betrayed. Okay, I guess Gart told you.
And people on the street helped us too. With
You're a legend among the drunks, Harry. A legendary local drunk.
All right. Let's just hit him with it. You aren't the man with sunglasses at all. You're not even blonde.
Guilty as charged. I heard you'd lost your mind and your memory. I wanted to see if it was true. And it was. Good work, Harry. You're insane now. There's one less person for me and everyone else to rely on.
A bit more politer with me. Might depend on what you did. Probably so. He was pissed off from start to finish, though. The very first time I talked to him.
Did you? Or did you literally not recognize my face? We've been partners for how long, Harry? Don't.
Judging by the familiarity you feel toward him, 2 years minimum? Or maybe a short but close stint on the task force.
Yeah, right. And you never told me you were the horse-faced woman. Whatever. I don't want to poke these because I feel like we need to make amends here.
The bells aren't ringing because you have brain damage. Trant, this is where you come in. How bad is it?
Well, he doesn't have visible tremors. He talks without slurring. He can drive a boat. He's standing, reasoning. All good signs, but complete retrograde amnesia. Episodic and semantic. As displayed in the station call, our interactions with him, and I don't want to be a snitch, but also mine with him before when Harry did not seem to know who I was. It's all very interesting.
Interesting?
Yes, interesting. I have my theories, but I would like to hear Harry's thoughts first. Harry, what do you think happened to you? Neurologically, psychologically, and why not socioeconomically?
Wait, socioeconomically, you think I'm so poor I lost my memory? I drank so much I lost my memory, and now I'm slowly recovering it. I made it all up, as I already told Lieutenant Kitsuragi. I know who I am. It might have something to do with an anomaly in the church, a 2-meter hole in the world. That's not going to get us anywhere good. I'm highly experimental detective. This was the method I used to solve the case. Something so bad happened to me that I couldn't bear it anymore. It was a defense mechanism. I'm gonna go with number 6.
Psychotraumatic amnesia, Trant? I can go for that. Shit kid is a broken man. Always has been. Who isn't? I know I am. But you know what? I keep my shit together. Also, I know a person can't wipe their own mind, however traumatic it gets. That doesn't happen. You're lying.
But
Okay.
Detective Vigmer, he has blanked out before.
I have?
Yes, a couple of times. After some of the more serious benders. One was after the two drunks case, the other when we looked into that mural.
Interesting. So at first he dipped his toes into it, prepared. That's where he would have gotten the idea, yes. Practice.
Did you ring
And then
your
he
ex
used
on the
alcohol to
payphone
get
by the
there,
docks?
so to
I have
speak.
no idea. I don't think so. Maybe? I called somebody at one point.
What do you mean?
Well, here's my theory. What if this is an absolutely normal reaction to the world we're living in? What if this is not a significant anomaly at all? Something to be explained, approached as a defect? Look at the sensory input here. Look at the ruins, the neon. Listen to the radio, the multitudes, the people. Live here for 40 years. As a police detective, he's like a magnetic reader on the world tape, to borrow a known metaphor. Harry's been pushed flat against it. Total input. Hardwired to the free market. He just needed for its end.
Okay, Trent, thank you. That's absolutely meaningless. I'm glad we brought you. Will he or will he not be able to work in the major crimes unit? Is he a cretin now? I want to know that.
He's not a cretin, and he is able to do work. If not in his previous leadership role, then as a line detective.
Leadership now.
There it is. Formidable, I say not. I'm ready to lead again.
No one even mentioned that. I misphrased my question. It should have been, is he able to put his clothes on and use the body? Or do we need to get him on a disability pension?
They can keep that pension. You're rock solid. You can put your clothes on hard.
You're damn right I can, physical instrument. What now?
Now nothing. Now we're just going to stand here.
Yep, just stand there.
Yeah. Just stand there. It's cool.
Really?
No. Now we discuss that. What the fuck did you do to a motor carriage? Why is it there, Harry?
Oh, shit. Hold on, in the ocean? It was stolen by Jacob Irwin. That wasn't me. I drove it into the ocean when I was drunk. I thought the killer would be underwater. He wasn't. Here we go. The time has come. Tequila sunset.
Ho, ho, ho.
Do
Tequila
I have the
sunset.
alcohol? It's the
That's
time.
right,
Let's
because
drink
you're
it.
all- Thank you for destroying 45,000 real of police property that's coming out of my payslip. You know that, right? You're gonna get fired, and I'm gonna pay till I die. It doesn't matter. Your badge, Harry. Show me your badge.
Oh, I never got to do the gun either. That sucks.
In a rush to demonstrate your badge, your eager fingers can't
Oh,
sustain
no.
a grip on the
I put a
smooth
point in hand-eye coordination. Wasn't? We need another one. We need Motorix. Vote for the motor. I don't know. Drop from Psyche, I guess, or whatever you want. Just so we get the motor. 5 seconds on the vote. Did we get it? Oh, 42. Thank you, Dignan. Is it enough? Oh, it's not enough.
You juggle the badge for a second, unsuccessfully, and it lands on the ground, some 2 meters away.
He found it. He found it, Jean. It's his badge.
And your gun?
Here we go again. Lost
gun.
Lost gun. Trying to terrorize you.
Oh, God, we get done. I mean, we have it tracked down. It just didn't let me do it. I got a new gun now.
I don't care if you have a new gun. I only care about your old gun. Your official sidearm. You lost it, didn't you?
This is a great gun. Maybe it's not some flashy sidearm, but still.
I don't care. Where is the gun the RCM gave you to kill people with? Where is that one?
So the good overall ending? Cool. I don't have that one.
I knew it.
This isn't cause for celebration.
Yeah, well, I was about to get it back, and then you assholes got me
I
shot.
would say it's very bad. Yes. You're drunk like an asshole, Harry. Please put the stolen firearm away before you kill someone.
So it doesn't even matter that I found my gun.
You were never supposed to lose it in the first place. Not lost is your gun's natural state, you drunk bum.
Look, I tried not to, but I can't work as well without it.
You let the suspect escape. Classy as something.
Oh, no,
Because you
I
were
was
too
going to get
drunk
my
assess
gun.
a
I had to go at that night at 2200. And the night that I went back was the night that the battle was there. So I went to go to... I thought I was doing things in an orderly manner by waiting for 2100 or whatever to go check the body and then send Kim back so I could have him until we were off work. But I ended up getting into the tribunal showdown.
We've read the reports. Lieutenant Kitsuragis. We know.
Not taking her was the right thing to do. She gave us a vital clue that led us to the island.
Oh, well. If she was nice. I'm not even gonna get into the other suspect. The one who shot herself.
I didn't say
in
if
the
she
head.
was nice, you lying fuck.
Or the fact that you're Everclear's little peony now. Doing I don't know what for him. That's small-time stuff. That's nothing. That's a humorous anecdote. Compared to the 9 people who were gunned down. The streets are literally red with blood, Harry.
That they were.
It was fucking mass murder.
He did everything he could. We did everything we could. The company hired unvetted mercenaries. Lieutenant Dubois got between them and the locals.
I did.
Here comes the cavalry.
He did so at considerable risk to his own life. He was shot, not once, but twice. We stopped an execution, not a negotiation. The loss of life was minimal compared to what it could have been.
Yes, what he said.
Thank you for the input, Lieutenant Kitsuragi. I didn't mean to suggest you didn't handle the situation.
He thinks of apologizing, but decides against
Damn, almost had it.
You've spent the week with him on this case. What is your take?
On the case?
On Lieutenant Geoffrey Dubois.
That's not my name. It's, what was it? Costello,
Well,
oh shit, RAC?
The drinking, the last gun, also losing his badge. That's all true. And he's been drinking on the job.
The man sighs deeply.
Then there's the superstardom.
Guilty.
He likes to, from time to time, allude to being a superstar.
Yo, Mangsource, thank you for the
At first I thought it
$100
was a joke,
donation
but
for
now
Woo!
I'm
Trump
not so
Drank! Spring
He
break's
says
coming early.
disco about 20 times a day. It's worrying, especially in light of his political views. Detective Dubois is, as you may know, a fascist, a far-right woman hater, and of course,
What?
also into race stuff.
Into race
Which,
stuff. That's
for a police
bullshit,
officer-
Kim, and you're a fucking liar. You're a fucking liar. Goddamn liar. Kim just lied to his face. Absolute bullshit. When that fucking dude made fun of Kim, I told him to piss off. When I talked to the big ripped guy and he tried to get me to do shit, I told him to piss off. I didn't side with Tank Boy on... No, I didn't. I punched him in the fucking throat. Side with Tank Boy in the race shit. That's bullshit. I did not say that I was not a fascist, though. I don't even know what fascist is. But racist, that's bullshit. Okay, Kim just lied. Is it because of the mug, Kim? I can put it in the trash.
And then there's the motor carriage in the sea, and the drugs, of course. Amphetamine, mostly. But despite all this, he is a great detective.
There you go.
One of the best I have seen, in fact.
There you go.
He can talk human beings into telling him anything, and he doesn't stop. In all the time I've spent with him, he has not once stopped working on the case. He is tireless, madly driven.
I don't think Kim really cares whether you are. Well, I'm not even trying. It's not the fact that he accused me of it. It's the fact that he lied about it. You know, whatever. It's just a label, but he lied. My boy Kim lied.
Well, except that one time when he stopped to sing karaoke, which, by the way, I have to disagree with you, Mr. Vicmar, was a valiant effort. He really sang his heart out.
He's a fascist womanizer, but I love him. He's the best damn cop on this fleet, though, and he's got a heart of gold.
Okay, he did something.
Other than that one time, he has tirelessly worked on the case, and he solved it. We have a confession, a murder weapon, and the perpetrator, locked on the island right now, awaiting transportation. He apprehended a straggler who stayed hidden for 50 years, ever since the revolution, who's probably committed other murders over those years. Oh, and he also discovered a new species.
A new species?
A colossal stick insect. It was on the island, camouflaged as the reeds. It unfolded from the reeds. I think we may be dealing with the Insulindian phasmid.
He takes out the photo and
Yeah,
shows it to
look
the
at this
officers across the
photograph.
yard. Rain comes down. He covers the glossy photo of the phasmid with his hand.
It was a good picture. It was a damn good picture.
As you can see, It's about 3 meters tall.
Holy Christ,
In
I
fact,
could not
we think it may
imagine
be
playing
the
this with
largest
fucking
land
Kuno. This would be a
evacuate
goddamn
ever discovered.
travesty. It'd be another shootout. As you can see, I'm a pretty okay detective and an absolutely giant fascist.
Fucking hell. Is this somehow connected to the case?
The killer did not seem to be aware of the phasmid's presence, exhibiting
Holy
strange,
crap.
atypical dementia. He fell into a stupor after its appearance. He became near catatonic.
One of my great perks, or quirks, if you will, Robot Sonic. If you spend enough time here, you'll find out I don't pronounce anything right. It's a charm. It's a pleasant little addition to my personality. Yeah, phasmids have contributed to his mental state in some way over the years.
So it is connected.
Speechless.
I must say, this is absolutely extraordinary. I don't even have words for it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. It really does make it hard to fire the drunk.
This is a very, very sad man who has just seen something that's made him forget his sadness.
Oh, yeah, we gotta look at all this other stuff. There was also a dead man on the boardwalk, a missing person I found.
Yes. Fallen through a gap in a boardwalk. Drunk.
How did you know I
The
found him?
body was transported to Precinct 41, our morgue. I had Tilbrook and Mullins take care of funeral arrangements and family stuff.
You're not the only cop in the world, Harry. This all comes back to us.
Man, I must be slacking then, Robot Sonic. I'll have to start talking about the trial again.
Still, good work with the missing person, Detective.
It's still a point for you. No denying it.
Looked into the mystery of the doomed commercial area.
I don't know what a doomed commercial area is.
Rue de Saint Ghislain 10, a commercial building where all business goes bankrupt. I looked into it.
That's not what you were supposed to do here.
Well,
There
you
was
know.
a possible witness in there, and it was close to the crime scene. He was just chasing a lead and ended up advising a local shopkeeper. It was okay.
Of course. Call it community outreach, right?
Confiscated drugs from Kuno's dad.
Who's Kuno?
You don't want to know.
You're right, Lieutenant. I don't. You snorted the drugs, I know you did. It's alright. I mean, at this point, anything is but the drink.
Also, the phasmid was female. The reeds are its
Female?
nest.
What makes you think so?
You had to see it. It had the subdued colors of a female. And the nesting behavior too, I think.
Incredible. Were there eggs in the nest?
Not as far as I could see. There were other things there, though.
I think it reproduces by
As in
parthenogenesis.
cloning itself? What makes you think so?
Just a hunch.
Interesting. Then it is especially vulnerable to disease. A single strain of bacteria could wipe out the entire
That's pretty
species.
wild.
We're probably talking conservation efforts here.
It gathered items in its nest too, a helmet and a scope.
Actually, you know, this would indicate it was a male. This is
I know
far
it
from
told
anything in
me,
my field,
but
I think such nests are
Psycho,
called
do you think it would be good if I
owls.
told these people who are
Therefore
testing my
attracting
sanity that I telepathically communicated with the phasmid? I have a feeling that would put me in a worse position. I'm trying to keep my job. It's the only thing I have left.
Of course, as I said, I'm
There's
only
been enough
guessing.
lies.
I didn't.
Yeah. Gotta
Must
start
be
coming clean
robust if it
eventually,
can move a
right? I
whole
mean,
helmet with its limbs.
what if that was the straw that broke the camel's back? What if we lied about that and they were like, that's it, I'm done with you? That was like the one point that shifted us to the fail state. It had mandibles that looked like hair and it was completely white on the inside.
Yes, but also reed-colored, beige and brown, a little green.
Totally
on the
not
outside.
crazy, but the bug in the swamp
After
was real
unfolding
chatty.
from a
Yeah,
single
right?
stalk, it still
Yep.
retained parts that looked
It
like
talked more than the
reed
lady on the
tufts
boat.
its limbs.
Incredible. The PR value of this is exceptional. Carp discovers new species. Maybe even discovers the Insulindian phasmid. No, that's too much.
This would really help with some of the problems we've been having.
Absolutely, this is great. This does not say vigilante murderers to me at all. This says science, news, human interest. You know, it's a really good thing you have that photo.
Without it,
You're doing good here. Perhaps only for a moment, but still. Quit while you're ahead.
Uh-oh, got
Oh,
Kingdom of Consciousness right now. We'll tell him about the killer.
Lilyanovich. A revolutionary matronym.
Yeah, that.
The custom started in Grad, where they have patronyms. Krasovich,
Conceives without sexual
Lazarevich,
intercourse,
etc.
without fertilization.
The
Yeah,
revolutionaries
asexual
saw this
reproduction
as
is
a
what I would have gone with.
chauvinist activism, so they used matronyms.
But
derived from the
parthenogenesis
mother's
sounds cool.
name Instead. This man's mother was Lilian. His Lilian's son, Lilyanovich. The custom was overturned after the revolution failed, but not before it made it to Revachol.
So, it is what a soldier of the ICM would be called.
thank you, Trant. Thank you for that piece of cultural theory.
Oh, come on, John. You don't have to
said
sound so
body.
upset.
Of course, excuse me, I just thought it was noteworthy.
He killed the mercenary in an act of jealousy.
Jealousy? I thought this Lilyanovich was an old man. To have been hiding for 50
This
years.
is where the stick bug comes
A
into play.
strong psychosexual fascination. The result of spending all this time in solitude on the islands of this bay. And trauma too. He
And stick
himself
bug.
gave a political reason. In his mind, he had killed an enemy combatant. Also, we have a sniper's nest with full view of the room in which the mercenary died, right on the island, and 2 officers on the scene that Mr. Dross confessed to.
It's a clean win.
It's way more than that.
Mm-hmm. It's groovy, baby. A perfect folding mechanism, like a flash. Okay, let's not go with the fast bit. You know, it's my masterpiece. They'll teach this in cop school.
Masterpiece. Get over yourself, Harry. I can still smell the booze on the wind.
God damn it. It is bad. Even you can smell it. Chin up. Keep
I only
focusing
had
on
one
positive
drink, though, and it was pretty early on. Just saying, it should be gone by now. I had a leopard gecko and was reading a book, and it explained that some geckos might have the ability to do that. Trying to think here. Is that like the thing from Jurassic Park? It's like a tree frog or something that can do that?
But you discovered a new species and solved the murder. So I have to. Jude,
Honestly, anything that ends this trial is okay with me.
But he's been drinking, she thinks. This is exactly how he gets out of this every time. It's bad for him, but...
Agreed. The
was a
public
challenging
relations
one.
potential of this is too valuable to let go.
okay. We have vehicles in the square, and the perpetrator needs to be taken into custody. Let's go.
Let's go!
Now you will finally get to know who you are.
Wait, I have a few questions before we go, about who I am.
The man looks westward.
I know who Trent was. Yeah, he was the guy in the west with the kid. By the R&D facility? Was that it?
Jingling his car keys in his pocket.
Who am I?
Who are you? You're a gym teacher, Harry.
What?
Well, obviously you're not a gym teacher anymore, but...
But before.
Before you were a cop, you were a gym teacher in Coron.
Well, that explains
getting
why I
really
was a
cold
wrestler.
outside.
I knew the mats.
Should we maybe...
I was a Kingsman / gym teacher.
No, a regular one.
Well, that does explain a lot.
Harry, it explains everything. The running around, the jumping, the
bicep girth,
your
you know
inexplicable
it.
facial hair.
The collection of fallen sportswear I've amassed.
Some of your more...
This must change based on what you do.
Social views. How you're able to perform a
Yeah, you know it,
360
Ivy.
degree spin kick.
The spin kick, yep.
The incredible stamina output. Also, this guy. Just everything about this guy.
Holy fuck.
In your 20s or late 20s.
Didn't get that in my playthrough. It was so good.
Yes, you taught Jim in Cool.
We failed it the one time because we did a punch afterwards, and he grabs us by the head and tries to crush our skull.
The smell
But then we
of
went
sweat
back.
and glue, the worn floorboards.
Well, actually, I died there, so I had to go back. He crushed my head like a melon.
Harry,
We don't talk about
your
that. That was a
goings-on
different
with
Harry.
Juno, Andre, Acel, the whole thing on the ice. That's why you are so juvie.
His smirk suggests barely contained laughter.
Why'd I join the RCM then?
The regular. You found some chick. She inspired you to
I'm
fight
curious,
the big
are you
fight,
always
be more than you
are you always a gym
All
teacher?
that.
Or is it just based on your stats? So there are like 4 or 5 different ones you can get.
Every morning, walking from Voyager Road to teach gym. She, leaving for the academy.
Because if there's a
with her
few, that's
spring
good
coat,
storytelling.
The air filled with the smell of smoke and raspberries and incredible
As
hope.
gym teacher too, don't know if it's fixed.
ocean
Okay.
Full of
Well, I'm just thinking it would be real easy because there was like the strength test that I did in the abandoned house where I lifted the weights and it made mention of the mats. I was a gym teacher
I
too.
knew
Okay.
it. I knew no normal human being can run like that. He's an honest-to-God gym teacher.
I didn't get Kip's line about those youths. I did get me being a gym teacher. Okay. Always gym teacher. Okay, cool, cool.
It's not a mystery. Some chick fucked you over. Also, you were drunk.
Mm-hmm.
You really went with it too. Really maximized the damage.
Dora something. Dora...
The
Ingle.
Explorer?
Yeah, you mentioned the name.
Not Dora Dubois.
Wait. Dora Interglued.
Something like that. Half Vaza.
So we weren't even married.
No one is married anymore. This is Revachol.
I've had enough
So
of that.
have I.
The special consultant glances at
The
his
Phasmid. I need to tell Lena about the Phasmid.
Who is Lena?
A cryptozoologist. She lives in Jamrock on Tabernacle Road. She told me about it.
Tabernacle? It's on the way over. Near where you live on Perdition.
Fine. If we're gonna drop you off anyway.
She and her husband were conducting the search for the Phasmid. It's their discovery, in part. They should know as soon as possible. It would do you good to deliver some positive news for a change.
Yeah, ain't that the truth?
Watch out, or she'll faint.
I don't care too much about the station.
Well,
But
first I
what
will
Kim's
go back
gonna do
my
is what's
station
interesting me.
and write the most detailed report anyone has ever seen. It will have to be good to cover all these. Then I will have a serious talk with my captain.
About what?
Detective, we just stopped a small-scale war. Something is happening to Revachol. I don't know what yet, but it's going to be a hard spring for the RCM. We need to get ready, infiltrate, investigate.
I'm glad you didn't tell her. Me too. Again, it's those loose ends that get tied up. It feels satisfying in a game like
Distant
this.
traffic. A scrap of newspaper drifts by, carried by the wind.
Want to do that at Station 41?
Talk to Captain Price? I'd rather not ruffle the feathers of 2 captains with my doom-mongering.
No, I mean investigate. Come work in Precinct 41.
Work with Price?
A
I'm
crooked
flattered,
smile
but I
quivers
don't
on
know
his
if I-
lips.
Would fit in. And crazy enough. Can take the stress.
Flattered? You're Lieutenant Kitsuragi. We would be flattered if you even considered.
I would have to tie things up in GRIH first. But, I mean,
So we're
whatever is
poaching
coming,
Kim.
Jamrock will be more central to it than the harbor.
And we also have a huge caseload, Lieutenant. Piles that we need to get back to.
I do like the sound of that.
I'm ready.
Good.
We got an achievement for recruiting Kim, too.
Fuck it, let's go. Tron brought his motor carriage. It's a 20-minute drive to Jamrock.
Under the afternoon sky, the great district hums.
Smells like justice.
80,000 living souls and chimney stacks. Fire traps as far as the eye can see. From Main Street to Precinct 41. To Booker
I'm telling you,
Street,
Restraza,
Fulton,
it's a real
into the
Zap Brannigan and
snow-swept
Kip
horizon.
situation going on here. It's a dynamic.
You close your eyes. and
He's
hear
bored
the
without
dog
me.
bark.
It's my
A lone
volatility
woman
that he
sits
loves.
by a factory window, dreaming of meteorite strikes. On Rue de Saint-Jérôme, a square bullet
I think it was the
slides
mugs,
into a
too.
square-shaped chamber. In Old South.
It's all I
man
can see,
without
Ivy. I just keep
eyelids
thinking about it. He just like
smiles.
quietly observes,
Spring
then
has
kind of
come.
like
It's
withers
time.
when something bad's about to happen. Ugh.
Dawson? Yes. McLean? Yes. Heidelstein? No. Vicmair? Yes. Dubois? Of course. Really? Nick Gottlieb looks up from the list. I hear he's quite unstable. You say that like it's a bad thing. Captain Ptolemy Price gestures with a ballpoint pen. It's dim in his office, and the curtains are drawn. Harry's our man. He'll pull through, and when he does, he'll side with Revachol. Understood. Gottlieb returns to the list. Minnow? Of course.
Wonderful. Then can we please just go back to Jamrock now?
I think we can. Always like, got a stack. I guess he did take a shot there. Kim said I was weird because I was communist, but I never stopped my hustle for side gigs and getting money. Ah, okay. Well, that sounds like a nicer thing than what he said to me. That's for damn sure. Well, we make an odd pair, don't we? Put her there. Okay, that door was not open. I simply phased through it. It turns out it was all a dream. We were actually ghosts of the Civil War launched hundreds of years ago, and we're just stuck in this constant hell here. None of it was real. It's actually a desolate town. There you guys go. 33 hours clocked. What an excellent game. That was awesome. I really liked this. Door not open, and that's odd. I have a knack for getting bullshit animation bugs. I do. That was fun. I really liked that. Super up my alley. Something very different than what we normally stream. You know, super dialogue heavy. I normally will just talk over stuff, but I definitely wanted to keep reading things here. So we were a little more silent than normal. Spent over 120. Mind you, that's two playthroughs make sense, but still, that's really wild. I mean, I'm sure I missed some things. But we talked to everybody. We exhausted most of the dialogue. But you know what? A lot of times a second playthrough ends up being a lot longer than a first for games like this because you realize certain things can be done. You know, like we missed out on a lot of dialogue with the girl who shot herself. We missed out on dialogue with the Sunday friend. What else? If you're actually reading through everything, maybe you read a little bit slower. Got here at the end. Well, hey, Maggie, I got some good news. An end is just another beginning, dude. What we're going to do for the next 3 hours, that I'm not sure of. I wasn't sure how much time was left. Yo, Mangzors, thank you for the $100 donation. Thank you very much. I appreciate that, Mang. Thank you. She's a one-woman hype train. We got stick bugged, and it was awesome. I'm so happy that the stick bug was endgame. Made a guy so rich you can see what he really looks like. You can't see what he really looks like because he's so much more rich than you. That's amazing. The Eternal game. This was. I knew it was going to be a longer game, and I knew it wouldn't be up everybody's alley, but for me, it was definitely right in line with what I enjoy. You know, usually I enjoy dialogue-heavy games with combat. I've never seen something without the combat portion of it. Let's say Dragon Age Origins, for instance. Man, I fucking adore Dragon Age Origins because it was one of the first games I ever played that just about every situation that I wanted to get through was acknowledged. And there's nothing worse in a legend RPG that's dialogue-driven if you just feel like you're stuck on the track. If you have ideas about how you want to solve things and they just don't let you do them. I mean, just about everything was here. There were very few things that I was like, hey, this, and it wasn't an option somewhere. It's my favorite game I've played all year. Oh, yeah. What's up, Leo? I don't know. It's so hard for me to put together a top 5. This would definitely be top 10 for me. It's tough to say whether I like this more than Detroit Becoming Human or not. That's my 5th place slot. Ah, yes, Washad, just in time for the end. Look through Measurehead about women by doing the fascism quest, because that's probably the political view most people disagree with. And I didn't even do that quest. I tried to ignore all that stuff. So I'm amazed that he called me a whatever. Do you finally become a real detective? I sure did. I made sure I pulled it all together at the end, because that felt right. I think my biggest regret is not having hand-eye coordination. I would have loved to have been able to save all of Titus's gang with a shootout. I don't know if that's possible. It might not be. But it would have been really sweet if I could have fucking iced those guys and some of them would have lived. Personal game of the year 2021? Yeah, I think so. We've played some cool games this year, but this was just so good. Like, as far as stream experience and play experience are two different things. Like, as far as streaming goes, dialogue-heavy games are really rough for me. But reality is I just don't play a lot of games off stream because we're always streaming. This is my game time, so it's tough because something might be a great game, but it's a tough game to stream through since I want to talk and talk and talk. But this was worth making the time for, I think. I really enjoyed it. You can't save everyone, but can save more than you did, including Titus. Makes sense. I'd assume... I don't know. Dang. All right. So a lot of people say that Pathology 2 matches Disco Elysium as far as best-written game. Interesting. I've heard the name mentioned. Probably by you. I don't think I've looked into it yet. But as ahead of Detroit, this was just really enjoyable. Just wish we'd have gotten Kudo instead, right? Oh, Detroit's a different kind of game, though, too. I mean, David Cage is more like real-time storytelling. More action-based. This was definitely like, if you're into like nerdy deep reads, this was definitely it. Yeah, I think so too. If I had to voice act and read everything, it would be miserable for you guys without the voice acting from this. I think you saved before day 4, so 3. After saying at least 5 things related to each political slant, you'll have points at which you can do political quests of political slant the next day, or 2 of the moralism one take. Oh, so if I had taken a side, would I have had an extra day? Played Pathologic 1, but not rewritten version that isn't insane Babelfish auto-translation bullshit. Yikes. Expecting a lot of credits here. So the question is, what do we want to play after this? Let me look at something real fast. K-Bob gifted me something. Ah, the Tribunals by Ruby. Fuck. So if I hadn't found Ruby, I would have had more time. K-Bob gifted me something that looked really cool. Let me see where it's at. I have a new cube. Did you? Did you get more Scrambled? The 6-monther? Hell yeah. Where is it? Appeared in this game, Clone Drone in the Danger Zone. Okay, and this was an overwhelmingly positive Steam game. For those of you that have joined us for Disco Elysium, we generally play a huge assortment of games, ranging from NES to modern. I do a lot of retro stuff, but I don't really pin myself down to anything. As long as I can beat it, usually I'll play it. On nights like tonight where we finish a little early, a lot of times I like to just find something more roguelike that we can fuck around with for a couple of hours. Let me check this game out real fast. Anything that's not popular, that's right. This game looked really dope. Let me pause that. It's a robot voxel. Slice him up where any part of your body can be sliced off with your own mind downloaded into a robot gladiator. You must survive the sinister trials of the arena. And I believe there's Twitch integration for it that makes it so that you guys get to spawn shit. So that's a thought. We could play FTL. You know, we can go with the usual suspects. FTL, Battle Buddies. Sounds like Die by the Sword. I'll bring a video of it up. I won't just force it on y'all by the name. That's the music. Spawn Rats. Yeah, we could do RimWorld. It's been a while since we played any RimWorld, actually. If you guys wanted a 3-hour RimWorld rimming, we could do that. Slay the Spire. You know what, Renault? Yeah, Pong T I'm not into. I liked the OG Pong. Custard's Revenge is banned on Twitch. This game's got wild reviews. It's gotta be good. The community is good, just some people dumb. Kill. How to enjoy this game. Turn off in-game music. Add Dragon Force and Hammerfell to your playlist. Enjoy. Cool. It's fun and challenging how far you can get. You're a robot and upgrade and stuff and fight and upgrade more than you kill the robot government. Okay, that sounds cool. What's the name of the gifted game? Let me see if I have it available right there. I like to go through the credits just to see what happens afterwards. Looks like that's that, though. Let's see here. I wonder if there's like a YouTube video or something. Because I've got the game. I'm not sure how the integration works.
You always were a kidder, Steve.
Yo, Mangzors. Gifted out a sub. Thank you very much, Mangzors. I really appreciate that, dude. Throw this one over to Upbeat Genius. Upbeat Genius, welcome aboard and enjoy them. What game does Mangzors want tonight? She's drunk and generous. The heck is this? I mean, this looks pretty different from something I'd normally play. Maybe I'll mess around with it off stream first to make sure it's something I can actually play and pay attention to chat at the same time. Throw it about. That's right. The Generous Gifter. Can reload your save. I want to see the statistics, not your statistics and other things. Yeah, sure. Can I just continue? Can you see that through the integration, or do you want me to do something in-game with it? I guess we're right here. Mags wants Final Fantasy VIII. Wow, she's not getting more Final Fantasy VIII. What statistics were you looking for? Where were they at? Maybe tasks. It's in one of the menus. Okay. Status, date, not sorting. THC. Let's see. Just tasks. Okay. Right here. Oh, I guess these guys on the side, maybe? So, yeah, I've got 11 fascist, I've got 8 communist, 9 ultra-liberal, 5 moralist, -6 on good cop, bad cop, 4 honor, 3 people killed, apparently. I killed people. 216 cases solved. Look at that. That means you annoyed Kim. Typical. Fucking typical. Whatever. And we still got through it. You know, other thing I missed, I did get... I didn't get this done. This was like the main one. I don't even see where the... Get a reality load. I don't even see where that is. But maybe I was unable to do it, which is why it despawned. Surprise Kim stood up for you. I got a lot of Sorry Cop. Oh, is there one for Sorry Cop? Oh, yeah, up here. Right there. I didn't even see that. Ah, so I got 9 Superstars, 7 Apocalypse Cop. Oh, hell yeah. FF8. Let's go. We will play FF9 probably within the next month or so. I think our next RPG is going to be Pokemon Sword and Shield. But I want to put a few shorter games in between then and now. So, I mean, we could, like I said, we could do Battle Buddies, FTL, Slay the Spire, RimWorld. We could do something on the NES. Anybody have any good NES suggestions that aren't Jackal? Something that doesn't suck. How about good NES games? Are there any good NES games I haven't beaten? See a lot of Sorry Cop communists on these stats from other players. They're weak, genius. Not me. I'm a superstar. Anacrox is a short RPG if you ignore that it isn't short. Very good. Tiny Toons Adventures. Oh, Christ. Is that Super Nintendo or NES? And most are good cops. What you'll get here, genius, we don't play a ton of games like these. But when I play games like Mass Effect, Dragon Age, or CRPGs in general, Baldur's Gate, I like to go for the things that people don't often do because, well, I'm a dick in games. Tiny Toons Adventures NES. Is this what we're talking about, Mangzors? Tiny Toons NES is great. Wisha speaks up for it. Wisha spoke up for this game. She's referring to Buster Bust Loose because that's the good one on the Super Nintendo. Okay, Renault. Oh, yeah, I've played through KOTOR twice. And KOTOR 2 once. I love KOTOR. We played Jade Empire a couple months back, too. Jade Empire was one I always wanted to try, and I was never able to beat before. And holy fuck, the end of that game was wild. Okay, Mangzors actually wants the... Okay, all right. Is that the Buster Breaks Loose one? Tiny Toons Adventure Buster breaks loose. Okay. What about Friday the 13th? Are you talking about that like Dead by Daylight game, or do you mean like the one that everybody notoriously memes on? This looks kind of wild. Yeah, the old one. Okay. What the hell is this game, Mangzors? It's a toothbrush. Did we play Mickey Mouse Castle Evolution? Didn't we just play a Mickey Mouse game, or was I just looking at one? Thought I was trolling. I never troll, or I would lead you astray. Or would lead you astray. I don't know if I believe that, Renault. Everybody betrays me sooner or later. Reality check. Is Mangzors want Tiny Toons Buster Bust Loose Super Nintendo? Is that what I'm hearing? Renault also wants it, it sounds like. Let's see. Return of Orbadine. Is that the text one? I think I stayed away from that because I heard it was a tough stream game. Let's go. All right. Jesus Christ. Here we go. What better way to celebrate getting hammered on a Saturday night than some Super Nintendo?